Hello, YouTube. It's good to see you all. The day after the red wedding, I see that. It wasn't that bad. Okay, maybe it was. Oh, does this get chroma keyed out? A little bit. Ah, whatever. That's fun. I can have like a transparent skeleton. Welcome in Ramtasm, who is first today, Justin, Ragnarocker, Mahane, Sinister. Yeah, things at the end, I was like, I'm gonna keep it going, it'll be fine. I figured we had it solved, and we lost a couple of people. So, it didn't go great. But we're in for a good night. We're not gonna go as late tonight. I start student teaching tomorrow. And I found out, like, Wednesday. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We gotta get Musashi, but we'll do this first. I also should jump into a voice channel so a co-host may join if they would like to. Okay. Bye, everybody. I'm leaving. I'm going on a journey with Max and his friends. Maybe I won't turn out to be a great warrior, but I'll give it a shot. Interesting they're using the, I'm quitting the game soundtrack here. Good luck, Blue. We talked amongst ourselves and we've reached a decision. We're going to stay behind in this village and wait until you come back. Huh? Really? Yep, so you have to become a great warrior and come back, okay? We'll be waiting. Yeah, okay, thanks. I'm gonna get stronger and come back to this village, and that's a promise. Good for you, Blue. Alright, everybody, we're heading south. Our next destination is Prompt. See you again sometime. I love the varying degrees of confidence here. I can't believe you got Amon killed. I can. Yeah, we were playing a little too fast and loose with it. Okay. So the main thing to get Musashi is I remember I need to get to that stupid sign that's over here. But the hitbox to leave is huge. Okay. We do that. We do that. We do that. Okay. The boy. Okay. It's like those Kratos memes from a couple years ago. Boy. That game looked so bad. No. Okay, I read it. Do I have to make it back? Let's find that out. Fluttering, and then the other one. There's 3. Oh, I remember where it is. It's in where Kryn is. I don't know if you have to do them all on the same screen or not. And then... I know what you have to do. I know it's the shirt up here. A message appears on the white fabric. Search the statue. Oh, I thought it was just the shirt. Oh, so now you definitely must level Blue and make sure he doesn't die, or the children will become of the corn and murder you. Surprisingly, I've never seen those. Ah, you found me! I feel like I'm an Adora thing. No point in looking. Huh? My name is Musashi. I'm a traveling swordsman. I've been staying in this village, trying to achieve a state of true nothingness. I usually don't trust the men that move to the villages with all the kids and say, I am trying to lie low. That is why you cannot see me. But now that I have seen you, I have a favor to ask. Yet, no need to ask, for my heart is already set. My greatest desire is to cross swords with a mighty opponent. It seems that the best way to fulfill this desire is to travel with you. I, Musashi, will become your companion. Musashi joins the force. We are gonna need him. Farewell. I'll be at headquarters. Alright, so... yeah, we kind of had the massacre last time. We still have Luke, which is the really important thing. But yeah, we lost Arthur, Amon, Yogurt, I know, was a big one. Narsha, Hanzo. Really, I think we're gonna be fine. So we need to replace a couple of people. Let me go to base and see how many we need to replace. We're fine, we're fine. We have Luke. Also, in the Discord, Captain was calling my attention to the bank, that you can deposit gold in the bank, and then I guess if Max dies, it doesn't have it, which is interesting. Okay. So Hanzo is no longer with us, but we've got Musashi. So that's fine. We don't need Narsha. We can bring Domingo. Amon died. Sad. Do I want to start doing Lyle or Diane? Also, we're not getting extra scenes again, which is frustrating, but I've made the executive decision that I'm just going to make a video about it anyway. So we're going to stay on this save, because I feel like y'all would be more interested in me digging myself out of this hole. I wonder if Musashi is some sort of brave fencer. I know that's an anime reference, but I have not seen it. Okay, we're gonna buy some items here. Yes, okay, I think we're okay. Amon is the biggest loss. Oops, no, I'm not trying to use that. Let's give that to Musashi. Can your sword, the Doomblade, be used by anybody else? Can be used by Musashi. It's worse for him, but it does have instant kill chance. We're not using Max, because he died as well. Is there anybody else? Oh, Narsha had a bunch of good stuff. Let's give a Shower of Cure to Musashi. I just hope Musashi is good in this one. I should also point out, Captain and Taya realized during the past week that we can view growths on here, like stat growths, and they are not correct. Like, they're super wrong. So that's kind of interesting. They noticed that Arthur and Pell, I think it was mostly Pell, was not growing how he should. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's just, oh, whoops. I don't need to do that. Every week, I'm like, I gotta get reused to the inventory management. It's not that bad. But then if I have to get used to it again every week, is it that bad? I don't know. It's about as clunky as regular Shining Force, I suppose. Okay, we should be good. The growths are not just wrong, they are super wrong. Yeah, I mean, it just lies to you. which is real bad. But it is in line with the English translation of Shining Wisdom. Because that game just lies to you. I am curious if they just didn't care enough to notice, or they did, and they were like, then we'd have to fix it. Like, I really don't know how that happened. I think we've done all the stuff that we need to do. If you're curious how to get the next secret scene, I'll show you anyway. You do this, and then you wait until the dog lines up next to you and you all get in a little conga line. It's very weird looking, but I don't think it'll work. Oh, it did! There he is. Very weird. Anyway, I think we've done all the stuff we need to. That means we could keep getting those. I thought we wouldn't be able to, but I don't remember why I thought that. The Whirl one didn't work on this file. I don't think. I don't know, I'm confused now. But it'll be fine. 20 turns to get 8,000 gold. Ooh. I should do one more thing. I almost forgot. We should change up Moloch. So, Luke, Ernest... Oh, did I already do that? I already did that. Alright, we're good. That's all people we have. We meet again, Max. Remember me? Prompt lies right before your eyes, but you'll never step foot there because, to get to Prompt, you must first pass through my demon castle, hee. Come to my castle. I've got just what you've been looking for. The treasure of Guardiana, the lightsaber. The lightsaber? How did you get that sword? Why should I tell you? Face my servants in battle. If you survive, then come to my castle. Her castle looks so derpy in this one. Look at that. He's like, hey guys, how you doing? Is that... Oh, okay. It's the Belials. They're green instead of yellow in this one, I guess. But yeah, if I look at, like, some of the growth rates here... Like, that is not correct. I don't think any of them are. His defense is 17. It's terrible. I love that. Luke is gonna continue being our vanguard. And everybody else is gonna have to follow along. Yogurt should get an extra life since he proved he's not dead. We need him to carry the run. I like that idea, but as tempted as I am, I should not. I'm already bending what an Iron Man is by going on after Max died. Musashi is good till he promotes, then his stat growths are dog water. That seems to be the case for everybody. So, we might just not promote him till really late. I don't know. Yogurt would help carry the run, I do see that. I wonder if they'd plan to remake SF2 in this style. I don't think so. The original thing I saw was that, we saw it during SF3, that there was the developer interview where they talked about potentially remaking 1 and 2 for Saturn. I'm wondering if that would have been a port, or if it would have looked like Shining Force 3. And just use that engine, I'm not really sure. Musashi looks great. Cards. Move. Luke. Our ace in the hole. No one died who Moloch had in his cards already. I just couldn't remember. It's better to promote him now, just to get the ball rolling on promo 10. Well, he's level 1 unpromoted right now, because the guy in charge of balancing this game is a psychopath. Right? Yeah, he's level 1. I don't know, like, the guy in charge of balancing this game is insane. I really don't know what he was thinking. What is a max? Welcome in, Kareka. A Max is a character that I wish was a lot better that isn't. That's what a Max is right now. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, they are insane. And why did they do that? Who knows? I've got some other fun stuff to talk about during stream, though, as well today. I believe our frequent viewer, Coco, Blind Coco Studios, is showing something off this evening. So, I'm gonna peek at that here in a little bit. I might have a trailer to play for y'all. I don't totally know what it is, but I'm excited about it. In the Navy, you can find a friend in the Nave. Y'all were quoting that last week, and I'm still not entirely sure why. So we're gonna talk about that, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about was that, I went to Walmart today. I definitely think In the Navy now, you ruined it. Oh. I know it's a song, but I don't know why y'all are quoting it. Do I even bother? He's not gonna... Whatever. Do the like 1 damage you can do. Crits for 1. Gets countered for all his health. Zuika is terrible. That's what Lyle looks like in this one. Oh, I forgot you're not ranged. Oopsie doopsie. We'll do this. We'll heal you. Oh, you only have 1 heals. Oops. Also, welcome in, Captain. I'm at Balbazak in my playthrough, and my takeaway from the game is characters have way less defense now. The Moose would be fine if he had any defense. I mean, yeah, like, he's got 17. How much does that compare to, like, low? 11. He's got as much as Blue does. That's great. Alright, Ernest at least is earning his keep. Also, Captain, you're welcome to join voice if you would like to. Because I am very curious about your thoughts, having also been playing through this. Had you played through it before? It's not the actual In the Navy song. You sing it right along the notes to the music in this field. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, Nihil, I'm here. I was going to explain it because it's going to bug me. I can't stay, but think like, in the Navy, and like, literally all I can hear now when I play through this game myself is the same thing. But just say those lines along to the music, and it will get stuck in your head, and it will ruin the song forever.
I feel like I should not go re-listen to this song, then.
Anyway, I can't stay. Good to see you. I'll get back on chat.
Okay, good to see you too. Luke is already level 20 promoted. I missed things. Luke is far and above the most useful character in this game. He needs to not die at all costs. If he dies, we are actually in hot water. Because, like, who else would, like, normally be decent? Gunce is decent for us. 47, 48. Who else is... There's not a whole lot of decent. Kokichi is decent. 33, 21. 59, 58. Luke takes 1 damage from everything. He is... He is just the best. I had this game as a kid and played both versions. I had this as a kid, but I only remember running through it at least, like, once. I don't know if I ever played it a second time. Which you know, maybe says something. It's so catchy. I just have to never go listen to that song and I'll be okay. Counters for 30. Luke is just crazy. Anyway, I was saying before, I went to Walmart today because I needed an oil change on my car, and they do that there. But they told me it was going to be an hour, so I had to like walk around for a little bit. I'm going to do that. I don't know that this is a good idea, but I really need Zuika to contribute if he's going to be here. So I'm walking around, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go look at the gaming section. And I see a new console has dropped. An entirely new console. I pulled this up to show y'all real quick. Here's what it is. It is called the NEX Playground, and it's $300. It is a Kinect. That is a standalone console that is $300, and you need a subscription that is $90 a year to play the games. I just thought this was insane. So I like had to share this with y'all. I don't even know what the scariest thing is here. I guess I'll get rid of the bow rider. Because if the gargoyles do 10, we can survive 10. We'll go here. Alright, I forget you get 2 moves. That's just funny. Well, it gets funnier. Because I was like, what a weird thing, just to exist, but like, this has been my deep dive. It's been around for like a year. I didn't even know that. But this has been my deep dive for the day, because I love going down like weird rabbit holes and stuff. So, this is my rabbit hole. Their CEO is on Substack, and I love reading Substack. So I was like, I'm gonna, you know, I'm sitting here for an hour, I'm gonna read his Substack. So I would just like to read you excerpts of this article. He writes, the title of his article is Motion Gaming Back? Not quite. Which, for the CEO of a motion gaming console, I just thought that was hilarious. That you're immediately like, no, but hear me out, I guess? Let's throw the Balbaroy effect on Musashi. Try and get him catching up. So immediately it's like, no, motion games are not back. And he says, we've seen this more times than we can count. Get a Wii or a Kinect. Can you still get one? Sure. Are they cheaper than our console? Yep. Do they have more games? They do. But let's be honest, you're buying discontinued secondhand devices and games from the internet. No warranty. Is anybody buying or not buying a Wii afraid because it doesn't have a warranty in the year of our Lord 2026? Like, what are we even talking about? Welcome in to Soye and Magnus. I'm talking about the new standalone Kinect console, because apparently that's a thing. Or I guess it's been around for a year. But I just saw this today, and it's one of the most unhinged things I've ever seen. But I just love that the CEO of this thing is talking about, like, you should buy our console over a Wii because it has a warranty. And I'm like, do you know what video games, generally, Is the console just controlled opposition? What, like they want it to fail so that it can, who would do, like, the AAA industry, like, funded it to fail so that they could point at that and say nobody wants motion controls anymore? Like, I feel like they don't have to do that. I feel like there's a lot of other things we can point to and say they don't want motion controls. That console sold more than Xbox last year? What are the numbers? If you're right, dang, things are more dire than I thought. I'm living the blue experience right now. I need you to not bolt my entire party, thanks. I'm really curious what numbers you're looking at for that, because in my head, it's like, there's no way. Surely Xbox isn't doing that bad. 600k units in 2025? For the playground thing? I'm assuming? I need Blue's get-a-clues. He's terrible. I'm loving how the forest is looking. Blue, Guns, Ernest, Musashi, Suika, Moloch, Kokichi. Yeah, it's a little bit of a force here. Alright, how do you do? I mean, not as bad as I worried. Honestly, that was not too bad. I've got Musashi flying, so he should be able to get in there and help better. If Luke ever dies, Gunts is our new boy. I also appreciate how uninhibited Zuika is. We'll need to heal you. I really need you to get EXP, though, so I think we'll use Luke to heal you, potentially. Level 10, excellent. Attack 1, defense 3. That's really big. My question is... Well... Okay, we'll attack into this, and then heal Luke. This is the most unique team I've seen. It's not entirely by choice. Wait, no Xylo? No, he is no longer with us. Unfortunately. It helps when everyone else is dead. Yeah. It does drive creativity. Yeah, Xylo died at the laser eye, unfortunately. Xylo really fell off. Everybody falls off after promo until, like, level 10. If you can get them through promo to the next, like, 10, they start to pick up. But before that, everybody becomes useless. I need to pick up some more levels on Kokichi here, too. Ideally. Sweet, okay. Maybe we can use this to level Blue. I don't know that I even want to promo him. Oh, okay. Musashi one-shots. Okay, like, his defense is terrible, but, like, this is a level. No, it's not. I lied. Lug is twice as leveled as anyone else. I think he'll only die if you put him against 2 or 3 Demon Masters. I think you're right. The Michaela fight is definitely a risk for Luke. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We're gonna have to be really careful. Lyle can move 1. I love that for us. Game design. I don't think he's quite that impeded in the original. Okay, we can throw a heal out. We need to get low to 13 before we promo him. I probably could do that in this level just by healing for 10 healing for our 10 EXP constantly. I'm still having fun, but like it is shocking me how rough the balancing is in this game. That's just how Zuika works here. Like, he can't even attack in. And I've been showing him favoritism. Do you have heals? Yeah, you do. Like, when he's under half health, Zuika does extra damage. But all it takes is him smacking that golem once, and he dies. Because they seem to counterattack, like, every time. Defense 3. Huge. Reminds me, I might do my low-tier run on SF2 soon, like I did for 1. 2 is my summer game, so the timing is right. Ooh! I'm trying to think about who would even be in a low-tier run for SF2. Have fun picking, like, Eric. Or, who would it be? Eric or Randolph? To be fair to Zuika, he shouldn't exist. I like the new characters, honestly. I wonder if in a plot way you're right, though. If he really shouldn't be. Has this game been tough so far? Like, does Michaela actually pose a threat? It's hard for me to weigh that, because, like, there's times that I kind of screw myself because I'm like, I know how this works, it's Shining Force 1! And then that totally is not how it works. So... Is it hard? It's harder than SF1, but if I was not Iron Manning this and was just playing normally, Shining Force is still a very forgiving game, and I don't think this is different. Yeah, you can do that. I think he kills that. Oh, no, not quite. Okay. Attack 1, defense 1. Okay, he's fine. What is Zuika anyway? I mentioned on the Discord, I don't really get his design. I mean, he's a bug assassin. Beyond that, what does that mean? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm not sure. Oh, there's 12. Okay. One more level and we get some sort of spell. I forget what it is, but maybe Aura or something. I think this game is harder than the original. As mentioned earlier, I think character defense is just way lower. Like, my Mei had 12 defense at promotion. I don't know why that is. Well, it definitely is reducing their defense really hard when they promote. Why did they decide to do that? I don't know. Attack 3. Okay, we take 3 attack. That's decent. I should just give up on Lyle at this point. I would like Luke to come over here and be a body to get hit. Kinda same with Ernest. Yeah, I think I just want to level off of these guys, if at all possible. Because we can handle their attacks really well. Honestly, the spells are better for us at this point, because they do fixed damage. Defense has been low on my team the whole playthrough. Yeah, they just nuke your defense for some unknown reason. Musashi can probably start going for them. Peter is most definitely banned after he's controllable. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Peter is the highest tier character in that game. Who else would be low tier, guys? Help him out. I say as if I'm not the one struggling. I don't know if the spellcasters are very good, ultimately. Let blue get a kill, that's a good idea. I'll probably let him get this one. You can probably... I'm gonna want Luke to pick up a heal soon. There we go. Spells being fixed damage. Does that mean we're gonna see some Aleph action? No, because the enemies have spell resistance. They really made spellcasters on your team way worse. Like, what's his? Let me see. Aleph would do 40% damage to him. So, there is sadly not a huge point. Okay, you stay there. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna save this for blue, even though I do agree he may miss. Higgins? Oh yeah, Higgins is a good call. I don't even know if he's particularly bad. I think Claude is low tier, and so is Zinc. As much as I think they're both cool. Who else would be low tier in 2? Oh, the archers. Elric is probably real low. Alright, blue, your time to shine. Do it. Let's go! Good call, Tisborg. I cannot believe Lila gets one move. Every archer but May. Screech. Oh yeah, I forgot Screech. Yeah. Guyan. Guyan's CD, is he not? Oh, right, there's another Guyan. I'm dumb. I wonder if you kill that. Perfect. Takes one and sets it up for Musashi. Where's Wika? I'm still, like, because he's one of the new characters, I would really like to make Zuiko work. Yeah, we'll do that. Welcome in, Felipe! Is this version good? I beat many times the Genesis one. There's things I like about it, and there's things that I don't. I like the new characters. I like Moloch and Zuika and Narsha, who is dead now. I think they're cool. The balancing is the main thing I don't like. Welcome in, Brandon! Blue's battle sprite looks so tiny. It really does. He actually seems a lot more like a baby dragon in this than he does in the original. Chaz is low tier? Nobody uses Chaz, so it's hard to say. But yeah, probably. Okay, need a good level. Totally empty. 0 gains. Oh my gosh, that has been what my life looks like in this game. So when you're asking how this game is, it looks like that. The whole game looks like that. If I do this, he can't attack. And I can just feed him to somebody. I'm just gonna do this for the EXP. There's so many empty levels. Welcome in, Suzaku! It's been a while. How are you? Going crazy playing this game. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How have you been? I'm doing an Iron Man, and this game makes it tough. Or Tin Man, I guess, as we're calling it. Domingo hasn't leveled yet. We haven't... I didn't use Domingo. Oh my gosh. He takes that so badly. I don't mind him healing, that guy. I haven't used Domingo until just now, because I wanted to... I'm gonna try and set that up for blue, I think. Real quick, hang on. You take... You have 16 defense. You have 18. You're gonna take this horribly, but whatever. Get in here, blue. Oh, okay. Attack by 7! Let's go! Oh yeah, Kiwi, absolutely. You gotta use Kiwi if you're doing low tiers. He probably is just gonna heal himself. So I'm gonna either have Moloch get this, or I'm sorry, Musashi, or I think Musashi will just get it here. Especially if he crits. That's, yeah, one shot, 52. Oh, okay. 8,000 gold. I was not even trying to get it. Not being able to nuke with Blaze is a big problem, especially at the end game. Oh, yeah. Captain says the problem with Blaze 4 is that it isn't a nuke anymore. 3 is single target and does 25. Blaze 4 is just Blaze 3 AoE. Yeah. In this game, like, it's gonna be bad. Because they take such reduced damage. I'm gonna go back and get some healing. Actually, I don't even know if I need to go back. I probably can just dish out some healing items real quick. Luke really needs a couple. Let's do that, and then let's give you a healing seed so you can heal nuke yourself if you have to. Who else? Oh yeah, Pell is dead too. It just doesn't look like it. You're doing fine. We'll give you some medical herbs. We'll give you medical herbs. We'll give you more. Since you're using a lot. Lyle was tragic this battle. Do we promote blue? And just start? That's the question. What do y'all think? He's gonna get nuked, but I'm like, I don't know. Do we just bite the bullet and do it now? What are we looking at? 37-20? No. No, I assume everybody has late growths. We're gonna wait. Domingo might be a good yogurt proxy, mobile with herbs. That's kind of what I'm using him for, because, like, he is really bad. Just because he's not as tanky as he is in the Genesis version, and his spells don't do as much. I think we're good to go. So, Max, you finally made it here. Welcome to the Demon Castle. I'll say this, you have both strength and courage, but it won't save you now. You can apologize to my poor marionettes in hell. Come and meet your doom, Shining Force. Max, be careful with Michaela. She's truly a powerful sorceress. She has no equal in all of Runefaust. The lightsaber. I've got to get it back somehow. That sword may help to restore my memories. Then I can learn more about Cain, my brother. Hanzo died? He did. It was a big misplay on my part. The main thing is I just forgot everybody had ridiculously low defense, because it was very late and I was a little bit brain dead. I don't know if I want to go get all those now, or wait. Probably should wait. The gargoyles have a chance to do like a fire attack now. There's a gnat flying around me. It's driving me nuts. The gargoyles have a chance to do a fire attack now that makes them way more threatening. So I really need to be careful of them. Did we survive the trek here without incident? Not only without incident, Blue just got a level up that gave him 7 attack. So yes, and we're doing good. Welcome in, Taya. I recall being judged for saying Ernest is the best knight. Ernest is the only one to have survived. Ernest is the best knight. Vanker's alive, and I think Vanker is better. But, point taken. I'm only talking about OG. I do not know in this version, honestly. I have no idea. Whoever is good or not is totally lost to me now. I shared my Shining Force guide on the member Discord from when I was a kid. I also said Ernest was best. I am excited to read that. I have not had the opportunity yet. I'll put you here. Cool, they're chilling. I might send, like, Domingo to go pick up chests. I don't know. You bring up a good point. Actually, you know what? Max is not, are you full? You are, but you can drop stuff. Max is not usable. Well, no, I shouldn't use him to do stuff if he's dead. Never mind. I know what you were saying. I don't know if I can get him after the battle. I'm really not sure in this version. Let's do that. Let's see if Lyle can get that. Hey, let's go. Lyle in the last battle could only move 1 space at a time. So that was a little bit rough. I am probably going to kill this one just to be sure. Even in battle, they go to storage. Oh, okay. Perfect. 21. Empty. That's fine. He has his levels for the rest of the game. Luke is flying, or I could make Luke flying and send him to go get that. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, I'll do that. I can check turn order. Shayla, guns, Kokichi. Okay, Kokichi, I would like to get that. Kokichi and Domingo together probably can get that. And then Musa. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of people. I'm gonna start sending him up this way. Yeah, I'm gonna have Kokichi and Musashi do it. And trust that that's gonna work out. Let's go. Can't get any non-Sword of Light items. Okay. Let's go. Do 2 damage, please. 10. Excellent. Yeah, even in the early ones, it was really hard to level characters, because, like, in Shade Abbey, they made some of the guys, like, immune to spells entirely. So it was like, it's not even just that spells are worse, like, no, not imitate, effects. Bulbaroy. Alright, Luke flies. They fly now. Muddle does actually work now. Okay, it just lowers our accuracy, I think. Ernest has the most aura out of all the knights, for sure. But Ken is getting by on something. I don't know what it is, but he's getting by. That's kind of risky. I'm gonna get rid of one of y'all with Luke. See, when you ask, is this game harder? It's like, in some ways, yes. In other ways, look at what's happening on screen. Oh yeah, it does go to... Okay. Yeah, and then I could just kill another one. Like, this is very silly. Okay, there's chests over there, chest there. Ernest can go get those. Because we're going to give him double move here in a sec. Ken is trash. I know. Preach into the choir on that one. I need to start making Ken is trash propaganda videos. See if that works. Go to the town square and hand out pamphlets. Ken is a terrible character, type 1. It's just got charts in it. And then like a link to my YouTube videos being like, actually... I remember Muddle and Despoil hitting way more frequently in this version. I assume you mean Diesel. But yes, that scares me. I avoided Kane being able to use Diesel. I just flew across the map with Luke. And then I have 2 turns, so I just turned around and flew back. And he would not aggro like that. Actually, none of the knights have aura. Arthur only gets offensive spells. Yeah, and even then, it takes forever for him to get any in this. In my secondary file that I'm doing to, like, show off the other cutscenes and stuff and get recordings, I was like, I'm gonna use Arthur and, like, just see. And, I mean, awful. I mean, it was, like, level 15 or something, and he got Blaze 1. Can you just keep your butt in the doorway? Evil Ring. What else? Healing Seed. Okay. Throw one up here. Yeah. And if he gets attacked, he should be okay. How much defense you got? 22? You take this. Okay, then. Oh, you just one-shot. Okay. Did not think that'd be the case. Attack 2, defense 2, speed 3. Not bad. Alright, Blue's gonna get the other one. I could be wrong, but I remember Muddle causing units to hit their team members. I don't think that's what it does in this game. You have 16 defense. 16 versus... You take 20 damage, you do get one shot. Never mind. Make a PowerPoint presentation in the local community center. Tell all the old people that the gospel that Ken is bad. Oh, I forgot to give Guntz extra move. Do you have full health? Yeah, you do. Okay. The only reason Ken can be good is because so much enemy damage is either magic or some other defense ignoring exact damage thing, so high HP can help there. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying is right on purpose, but I just feel like his HP gets melted no matter what. And I feel like it's a problem. Alright, Blue, show us what you got. Nice. Ken's got the highest attack power of my whole team right now. Oh, you must be in dire straits. No, I'm just kidding. I know Ken is, like, technically okay. I mean, I could just skip this whole thing. I mean, I'll do that, and then... Black Ring. Like, it's so silly that I could just do this. Attack 2, defense 1. I'll take it. And then we go back. Have faith in him and he'll do you proud. But I've been disappointed too many times. It's like a bad breakup. Can't do it. I remember my friend loved Ken, and Ken got a regular attack from a Chimera, which dropped his HP from the 80s to 7. Or 60s to 7. Yeah, that is the Ken experience. The mages in Monarena talking about Arthur like that, we trained him wrong on purpose as a joke line. I don't remember that. Is that in the Genesis one? The wiki also says elves must look like teenagers by law. Does it actually say that? I hate that I don't know if you're joking on that one or not. I'm gonna start doing this just to hit 13. I can see why you like the sound card for the Genesis better. It's just punchier and more intense overall. I know it's all chiptune, but I love how the trumpets sound on the Genesis. A music major. Yeah, it's just... The Genesis, like, has a color to its sound that the GBA really lacks. Like, technically, with what they were working with, this is pretty good. And I understand that, but, like, yeah, it's just not quite as good. That's too many Master Mages. Okay, now they're not a threat anymore. I'm referencing the elf page saying they need to be underdeveloped. I know what you're talking about with that. I just wondered if that specific bit was in there, because I would not doubt it. That was a weird RNG thing. I wonder if she has a speed tie with guns. The trained him wrong line is from other media? Okay. Guns needs a running pimento. He really does, but I've been scared to do it because I worry he's just gonna die. That's kind of been the trend a little bit. Oh hey, you can reach. We can take 2 more of those. I think we just kill you. Lyle is feeling like he needs it too, which is unfortunate for a centaur. Alright, Suika, show us what you got. Let's go! I'm hoping if I get him to 10, he'll, like, be good. Defense 4! Okay, that's big. What are you at now? 20. It's better than Musashi. I really wish you could reach that. There you go, Kokichi. You can be so deadpan, it's hard to tell. That is true. Oh, I love Leslie Nielsen movies so much. I went and saw the new Naked Gun in theaters. It was okay. It wasn't Leslie Nielsen, you know. It was more the writing, too. Liam Neeson did a good job, though. Nihil also won't ever learn. It's one of his endearing qualities, like inventory management. I know you're joking, but I'm also... There's a little bit of seriousness to that. But I feel like I've gotten better as an SRPG player generally. You're free to tell me I'm wrong. But playing all of these, I do feel like I've gotten a little bit better. Where's blue? Blue's so far down. I wonder if I do this, if I can get him to go down and we can get that with blue. Would be ideal. I worry Domingo is gonna die. It's a one cast. We'll see. We'll have Musashi get that. Better defense than Musashi is not a high bar. No, it is not. Defense by 2. Oh, he heard you. Is he actually tied again? Yeah, he's tied again. That's really funny. I refused and agree. No one can replace Leslie Nielsen, and even though Liam Neeson might not be a replacement, that's how it'll always feel. And see, I feel that way too, but I did feel like the writers knew that going in, and they kind of had like some lines about that, which I really appreciated. Yeah, I can just bonk. Now you can't attack Ernest. And then we can just move back here, and I need to pick up a heal from low. Shower of Cure, excellent. I do genuinely mean that you always trust people and that it's endearing. I suppose I do. You would feel that way even more if you knew what late block was tonight. I think we're gonna get to late block, I'm not positive. But yeah, my favorite scene in the new Naked Gun is, they're all, like, standing in this hallway. It's in the trailer. And Liam Neeson is like, can I have a minute? And his partner is like, yeah, sure. And he goes and sits down, and it's like a little space with Leslie Nielsen's picture on the wall. And, you know, he sits in front of it, and he's like, hello, Daddy. I miss you, and I hope you know, like, I'm not trying to replace you. I'm just trying to be new and different somehow. Like, and keep it still entertaining. It was very tongue-in-cheek, like, very, we know what we're doing. But I did appreciate it. It did work on me. Yeah, Gens's move is real bad. I need to remember that Michaela goes in between Gens's two goes. So he cannot move forward, get a hit, and then move back. But yeah, it's great. Then it zooms out, and they're all, like, you know, sitting there. It's all these cops talking to their fallen fathers. Hey, learned quick. Excellent. We can promo Luke, or Low, finally. Yeah, I was gonna say, and then it gets to, like, the black cop, and he's sitting there, and it's, his father, O.J. Simpson, and he's just like... Which I thought was really funny. I worried they were just not going to acknowledge it, but that was a much better way to handle it. So I'm going to be super careful anyway. I might as well just start with this. Yeah, we'll see if she does anything about that. Yep, and then we can move back. If Guns moves, yep, then Michaela moves. So if I want to do that, I need to do it this way. Attack 2, defense 3. Alright. get hurt again? No, we didn't. Okay. I can't sit in a movie theater. I can sit in a theater just fine, but not a movie theater. Why is that? Attention span, or your back, or... I love going to the movies. I think I talked about it in the Discord a tiny bit, that I went and saw the new Gundam movie in theaters, had a great time. But it is very strange to me that, like, I felt like there was a trailer, you know, for Star Wars for people that don't like Star Wars, and then there was a trailer for He-Man for people that don't like He-Man. It just, the Hollywood climate with nerd stuff is bizarre. I don't think I am ever gonna understand. I kinda wanna just get rid of that. Actually, I could just block her in. Kinda wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I don't like playing around with Michaela, so. There we go. Speed 1. Excellent. Alright, she attacks right after this. I move. We should take that fine. Man, it was not quite as well as I thought, but... Okay, she's not gonna survive this round. I will make sure that... Defense 4, let's go. Yeah, you just can't reach. We can get you EXP through heals, though. Firstly, I'm a smoker, so it's hard to sit through a movie and not have one. Plays at least usually have an intermission. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think about that much. Yeah, you can't reach, and I would rather you not get exploded. Lyle's move is really not where I'd want it to be. I wonder if Musashi is gonna have a move before she does. Ernest? No. No, she's pretty high in the turn order. Ernest is gonna have one though, so maybe I just do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let Ernest get it. He can use the levels more. And he's got 2 chances. Cool, cool. I am not used to the scream effect. Well done, Shining Force. A promise is a promise, Max. You may take the lightsaber. Got the lightsaber. Heroes, listen to me. Beware of Dark Soul. He's a far more fearsome enemy than I. He's the reason that Runefaust is now as it is. My time here is up, but if Dark Dragon wakes and plunges the world into darkness, then we may yet meet again in hell. I'll be waiting for you, Max. Until then, farewell. Clear bonus! We got the Destroyer. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. The screech into well done, Shining Force. What? Okay, I've been noticing it. Captain, what did you put in your Bye Michaela message? Why does it have an A? I'm getting a weird error. Nothing. The capture, on stream it looks like nothing. But what I'm seeing is this weird, like... I can show you what I'm looking at. It's got this weird A sign. This weird character with an A. I don't know why it looks like that. And, like, I'm noticing that in a couple people's messages, like, repeatedly already. Did YouTube break something? I don't know. Now, that lightsaber is ours. Auto-translate? Oh, it might be. Actually, you might be right. The fight has begun over the Book of Secrets, the key to reviving Dark Dragon. After a fierce struggle, the advantage belongs to Dark Soul. Is the mysterious mage truly going to revive a dragon that will destroy the entire world? And what of the fight between Dark Soul and Kain, Max's long-lost brother? Beset by uncertainty, Max makes for Prompt, the land of the gods. Chapter 6, Descendant of the Sacred Dragons. Epilogue. I wonder if it's because you typed buy with extra ease that it's like, do you want me to auto-translate this? Very weird. Hollywood needs to learn that people who like nerd stuff are very particular about how it is represented, or just stop. I'd be okay with that. I would as well. And it's not even that I'm that I'm very particular for the things I'm super into, but if you, like, Gundam will be like, we're doing a spin-off that's not related to anything else, don't take it that seriously. And I'm perfectly capable of going, okay. Or there's times they go, we're doing a goofy thing. Chapter 7, The Lost Civilization. There's times that they'll be like, yeah, we're doing a goofy thing, don't take it that seriously. And I go, I got you. I'll enjoy it for what it is. Having left Dragonia behind, the Shining Force arrives at last in Prompt. Prompt, the legendary kingdom of the children of the gods. But a new challenge awaits Max and company in this land. I forgot we had that outfit on her. I was like, what is that? Are we in Prompt? Really? I think so. I've never been here, but it's not far from my birthplace. But for a land of divine beings, it is a little... Who are you folks? We don't get visitors too often in these here parts. Forgive me for asking, but is this really the Kingdom of Prompt? Yup, that it be. Hey, you look a little peaky. Something on your mind? I don't even know what that means. No, we're fine, but... Well, great, then. There isn't much to be doing, but you can sit and rest a while. Stay as long as you like. So this is Prompt, huh? Things just get stranger by the minute. Let's talk to the townspeople and have a look around. But yeah, for nerd adaptations, it's more of just, I would prefer you stop being condescending and, like, kind of poke it. It feels like they're making fun of the fans of that thing while also adapting it constantly. You must be welcome in... Oh, you be most welcome in Prompt, you be? They actually have accents, I don't have to just add it. We'll do weapons here in a minute. It's business as usual for Rindo merchants. We're trading here too. So this is Prompt, huh? The villagers seem a little slow. I wonder if I took a wrong turn somewhere. Also, is that a map of the continent on Boken's backpack, or is that just shading? See if I can get him to move a little bit out from under that roof. I think it's supposed to be just shading, but it almost looks like a map of the continent. It's got, like, the circle around, and that could be, like, Cyprus in the middle. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like you're cresting the hump. That went really well. It's just Luke. Like, I could carry pretty well with Luke the rest of the game, so I'm like, we could do that, or we could take risks. I think it's more fun to take risks. This here be the school. School's good, they say. Wonder what it tastes like. They just made them all dumb. I learned everything I need to know from my cat. My brain hurts. School, who needs it? There are books for children. Sums, English. Be quiet and sit down, you little beasts. Goodness. This country is not very developed, so the priest decided to open the school. No one does any work. I'm at my wit's end. Okay, we want to promo. Low, finally. Oh, I want to see real quick. Okay, so his stats are 21, 11. So here's the problem with it. We'll look at HP too. 20, 21, 11. We promo him. Does it happen after Tiaudun's name too? They both have crests next to their names. Yeah, that's the chat mod badge, but that's not what the problem is. Because it's not on all his messages, it's just on the one that had extra E's. I think Kareka might be right, that it's, like, asking me if I would like to auto-translate that. Which would be nice if that's what they're, like, implementing. But I didn't even get an email about it, I don't think. Max must be losing it, he's talking to corpses. Yeah, it's fine, he's just seeing visions. Okay, so it's 21-11. Okay, so it took a point away from each. And, like, why? And then he won't regain that for forever. So I'm like, if it takes a point away from blue, that's not going to be good. 19 defense is not good. I'd rather get him a couple more levels first. The Legacy of the Gods, Dark Dragon. Can you eat him? If not, I'm not interested. He should lose 3 of each stat if it's still 85% promotion sickness, which sounds terrible. Why would you do that? Why would you punish people for promoting? I know the original has it, but, like, I think that's bad. Metaphor? Well, I never heard of that. I'll get a headache if you keep on with these difficult questions, I will. They're like 1930s British peasants. We be descendants of the gods, you say? You got some funny ideas. I don't know about any gods, but I'd like to have myself a goddess for a wife. Thinking about difficult stuff makes me hungry. Does better to be having fun. Shining Force? What does that taste like? I remember in the original, at least one of them says something about taste, but I don't think they all do. You can't go no further than this, you can't. There be a scary monster. If I could just get that chest right behind you. Can't be going in there, I tell you, it's not allowed. The power's still too low to regenerate the path. I'd better postpone fixing my electronic organizer then. How long you been there? You been there long? No? There'd be no problem then. He's working on his Palm Pilot. Keep in mind, 21 is his attack with equipment. He only loses base attack, so the drop is lower. I see. Yeah, but blue, yeah, would be a problem. Yeah, we're not going to promote blue for a while. If I say yes. Aha, I don't know what I'd be waffling about. Oh, it'd be nothing. This be the entrance to the castle. Impressive, eh? I actually do like that they gave them accents and stuff. I do feel like the races all, like, especially being different races and spread out, should talk differently. Kind of reminds me of the Redwall books. That's how I feel like it should be. But it might be because I grew up with the Redwall books, which is like... Imagine Lord of the Rings with anthropomorphic animals, and they all have really thick, different accents. You be most welcome here at Prompt Castle, you be. This castle be our pride and joy. We defend it to the last, I tell you. Never seen a device like that before. At the top of their stairs is the king's room where the king be. I'm hungry. I be a busy man, I have nothing to say to ya, I tell ya. There are all kinds of books. Children of the Gods, Creations of the Ancients. OG Blue gets pretty good non-promo level ups. Redwall based, I love that series. I've got some of them. I want to collect the whole series at some point. I still have a signed hardcover copy of Salamandstrom somewhere at my mom's place. Oh, that's probably worth a good amount now that he's passed away. The author, Brian Jacques, passed away a couple years back, I think. This be the old men's room. They are pondering away, so don't be disturbed them. Research into Dark Dragon. Castle consultations. If I talk to you multiple times, do you get angry? No. The ancient civilization. Surviving deities. There's a card. Tarasu's card. Ooh, who is that? I don't know. At some point, I gotta show y'all, like, my whole little library I've got over here. I've got, like, 2 bookshelves. I don't know if I want to do the king yet. Lef and Tarasu be the pride of this land, they be. Okay. The next, the next secret scene is here. And this is an important one. I don't really understand how to trigger it, so let me peek real quick. The guide I'm using also does not seem particularly sure. Okay, I need to go talk to... Rip, I hadn't heard about his passing. Yeah, I think it was a couple years back. They also were trying to make a Netflix show. And I think that fell through, which the way Netflix runs shows, I'm not terribly torn up about. But I'm hoping somebody else does a show at some point. I know there is one already, but it'd be cool to have a second. Though I should watch the first before I say that, I suppose. Okay, so to get this scene, this is what we do, I think. I should state here real quick so I can get back here. We'll do that, and we'll say prompt. At prompt. Okay. No, I don't... What do they do to trigger it? Leaves. Okay. I'm looking at the guide real quick. What is he doing? I'm trying to figure it out. I think the guide has no idea. I'm just trying to piece together, like... This guy has no clue. This is why I'm trying to become like an expert on this game. Ah. No, I see. Okay. I have understanding now. Okay, so the way you get this scene, you talk to this guy, and he's like, I have no idea what it could be. I have no idea, I tell you. Okay, we leave. Where'd that chicken? Where's the chicken? Sometimes it just disappears. There's a chicken that walks around right here on this path. You leave? You come back. He's still not here. The chicken's gone again. Where'd it go? His dialogue's different. The chicken's gone again! Where's that critter now? And under his helmet, Yogurt has a white afro. Bet you didn't know that. So dumb. Okay, let me see where the next one is so I can be looking out for it. Okay, next one's way later. We're fine. I'd be interested in seeing that library. I need new books to read, but there's so many books out there, it's overwhelming to pick something. I mean, give me a genre. I know that because it's a Discord emoji. Ah, I see. Otherwise, no. Yeah, I think Lynx did a video on it a year ago or so. This be King Cusco's room. And here be the King of Prompt, King Cusco. You better be polite. I'm the King of Prompt. Cusco be my name. So why did you come to my country then, eh? Ah, King Cusco. We're investigating the legacy of the gods, otherwise known as Dark Dragon. An evildoer is trying to free the dragon and destroy the world. We must stop him. Dark Dragon, legacy of the gods, what are you talking about? You're a spy sent by our enemies to find our weaknesses. No, we... Throw him into jail. If only there was a dog girl to get me out. These iron bars are thick. No way we can break them. Oh my gosh, are you the dog girl of my dream? There I was, out on an adventure, and suddenly I'm here. Huh? Oh, it's you! How did you get yourself locked up in there? Hold on, I'll get you out in a jiffy. I have thumbs. Thanks, I owe you one. Oh, don't mention it. Glad to be of service. Say, Max, I was thinking, maybe it's time I gave up traveling. Oh, what's gone into you all of a sudden? Call it a change of heart, know what I mean? I've been to lots of places, and now I've had my fill. I hope that one day you'll be able to travel yourself, when things have calmed down a bit. Well, be seeing you. Under here be the jail. This be where people that done bad things be put. Can't be going in here. There be an injured man having a rest, I tell you. I wonder who that injured man could be. A message has arrived from the men sent to the Tower of the Ancients. Dark Soul's power is awesome. Aleph and Tarasu are fighting a losing battle. Well, that sucks. Good luck. In situations like this, I wonder how heroes get tossed into jail by random guards, but I guess protagonists are too polite to argue. I mean, yeah. Like, we could take them for sure. It seems that I was overheard. Never mind. I can't keep it hidden forever. I may as well tell you everything. We folk of Prompt are ancient people, direct descendants of what you call the gods. And you were right. Dark Dragon is the legacy of the gods. The gods had their reasons for creating Dark Dragon, but its power scared them. This is very goofy. I know it happens in the original, but like... I think you're a spy. Alright, I'll level with you. It's like, what? It's been 5 minutes. Boken is best dog girl. I always knew. The gods had their reasons for creating Dark Dragon, but its power scared them. The dragon was sealed away immediately, but not killed. One day it will awaken. To prepare for this, the gods chose 2 warriors and froze them in a deep sleep. Those warriors were you and Lord Cain. If you want to know more, ask around. Dark Soul is at the Tower of the Ancients. He's probably read the Book of Secrets and found out how to wake Dark Dragon by now. 2 sages from our land, Aleph and Tarasu, have gone there to try and stop him. But Dark Soul is strong. They may destroy each other. Even worse. If Dark Soul manages to wake Dark Dragon, your Shining Force is the only ray of hope we have left now. You know, that thing we didn't believe in 10 minutes ago. You must stay alive. This is why King Cusco had you put in jail. Oh, okay. They actually address it. Aleph and Tarasu are Prompt's most skilled warriors. You can leave it to them and rest here in the castle. King Cusco put you in jail for your own good. Please try to forgive him. You can go in if you must, but try to keep the noise down. Seabed Plant Blueprints. Colossus Project. Kane, what is he doing here? Yes, it is Kane. He was found lying unconscious near the castle. But my brother and Dark Soul disappeared under Dragonia. How did he get here? Most likely, Dark Soul created a magical warp in the fabric of space. So, Teodrin, we were debating this. It does seem like he's saying Dark Soul teleported them both. So I guess that's what happened. Kane was able to break through, but the resulting blast likely sent him here. I see. Is he hurt? He won't answer when I talk to him. No need to worry, his wounds have already been treated. He is merely tired. Be patient. Once Lord Kane recovers, you'll be able to fight together once again. You too must be tired from your many battles. Please rest yourselves. But aren't the people of this land fighting against Dark Soul even now? I have to. Do not concern yourself. As I said before, you and Kane are our last hope. You must rest now. Please, King Cusco, let Max go to the Tower of the Ancients. Kane, do not overexert yourself. Your wounds. People are fighting and dying out there so that we may live. Max is not the type to just sit and let others make such a sacrifice. He's always been that way since he was little. Kane. He passed out again. Your words were not spoken in vain, King. Lord Max, I ask you to go to the Tower of the Ancients. Please save the lives of Aleph and Tarasu. Alright. I mean, yes, Your Majesty. Shining Force to the Tower of the Ancients. May the gods be with you. I shall be waiting for news of your victory. Well, if Dark Soul has 100% magic res like the Marionette, Aleph and Tarasu are screwed. Yeah, I'm not sure how they were supposed to win that anyway, but I do like the idea of them being badasses out there fighting together. Do these guys have new dialogue now? Will they talk to us? The gods, the ancients, were afraid of the new creatures they'd made. They created a final beast in order to protect themselves, Dark Dragon. But they realized that if the dragon got loose, light would be lost to the world and life would die out. The gods could not allow this to happen, so they risked their lives to seal the dragon away. The civilization of the gods became so advanced that they could create new life. But then their creations began to turn against them. Maskless Kane looks so scuffed here. Bucktooth, that evil brother. Yeah, his portrait in the EOG looks a lot better, I think. Ty, I was calling for you a second ago, because we were debating about the battle during Dragonia, where Kane ends up, and, like, who teleports and stuff. And the king here very clearly says it's Dark Soul teleports both of them, and Kane, like, rips out of it somehow, and that's how he lands here. I did not remember the specifics of that. The ancient gods created many different races. Elves, dwarves, centaurs, all artificially created. I wonder if we take that one as canon. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if the guys down here have new dialogue now, too. Kane says he can teleport thanks to his armor. Didn't remember that either. Using this path, you can get to Metafa, but it's been sealed for a long time, so it'll take a while before you can use it. Do you think that was supposed to be his upper lip, but they colored it weirdly? I have no idea. I'm trying to think, like... I wonder if the same artist did Shining Soul stuff. Because I don't know. This is Atlas made this, so I'm like... I wonder if this guy was on for more than one game. The elders are waiting for you. Please go and listen to what they have to say. Oh, okay. I wonder what these, like, boxes are here. And why the snake motif here? It's supposed to be like the ancients, but the ancients don't have, like, a snake motif going on. I think we're just good to move to the next battle. Do we all change or no? No, not really. Oh, you told me not to go in before. This book was written entirely by the ancient gods. Want to know what it says? Yes. And here it explains all about the paths and the civilization of the gods, but unfortunately we haven't made sense of it all yet. Oh well, that's a shame. The Tower of the Ancients is ahead. Dark Soul's performing the Rite of the Dragon. Dark Soul's a fearsome enemy, be very careful. The Rite of the Dragon? Okay. A left guard, okay. Let me see. Give you one of those. I'm out of medical herbs. I can take that. Don't forget to read the sign to recruit the moose. I know, but he's not here. The sign is gone. Oh! Well, that's convenient, thank you. I was like, if it was me, I would have put something there. They did! Okay, let's go to Moloch and swap, do I want to swap Gunts having doubles or Ernest having doubles? Probably Gunts. And let's throw Musashi in. Because we can power level Musashi that way. Excellent. Witchak? Hyatt Monk. Welcome in, Monk. You got a lot of names. I am not going to put that much effort to convince myself of the canonical retconned appearance of Maskless Kane. I will simply believe you. I don't know if I take the appearance of everything as canon, necessarily. I was going to make a Last Airbender joke about the Rite of the Dragon, but I think Nihil's audience is largely too old to get it. I like Last Airbender. Win within 8 turns to receive 9,000 coins. Okay. Could probably do that. Max, look to the east. That is the Tower of the Ancients. Yes, Dark Soul is in that tower. I'm worried for the safety of those 2 sages from Prompta, Lef, and Tarasu. We should avoid unnecessary battles and hurry to our goal. Max, if need be, you can press ahead to the tower by yourself. Yeah, okay. Give it all you've got, Max. I'll be back here ready to heal ya. Interesting. His new, sprite. What are we dealing with in this one? Okay. I think that's normal. I'm a little bit worried about the laser eyes, but we'll see how that goes. Brazilian Pell is canon, and there's nothing you can do about it. No! I'm curious too, did any of you watch the leaked Last Airbender movie? I haven't watched it yet. I worry that Last Airbender seems like something that they are not going to be able to replicate. I watched like the first season and a half of Korra and really didn't like it. And I've heard it does not get better. And then I heard bad things about the new movie. And then the one coming out after that also does not look good. I also had a friend get really invested into the Dragon Prince, an IRL friend, which is the next thing they made. and he was like really invested into it, and I was like, you have to watch it, it's so good. And I was like, okay, I'll consider it. And then he came to me after it ended and was like, don't watch it. They squandered all of it. He was very upset. Korra sucks. That is what I've heard. Hey, the double. Max, look to the east on the sun's first light of the 4th day. You'll see a furry fox girl right over the horizon. She can throw thunderbolts as far as the eye can see, or at least 2 spaces away. If I put Domingo up there, he is going to die. He would have died right there. Okay, no, if he rolled that, he would be left with like 5. They need to stop trying with Last Airbender. They caught lightning in a bottle with it, and every attempt to expand the universe was met with people interfering who think they know better. It does seem that way. Let's do Luke to get him up there. Dragon Ball Evolution is the best anime adaptation. Hey, it did get us Dragon Ball Super, so there's that. Because Toriyama was like, this is so booty that I can't have it be the last thing that ever has Dragon Ball on it. So, it has at least one good upside. Can Zuika even do that? Well... yeah, Luke and Ernest will have a chance to catch up. Can you damage him? Zuika. Zuika. And you're... gets countered. Okay, at least he wakes up after it, but I'm like, gets countered, put to sleep. Terrible unit. And yes, Korra's awful. Korra took a hot steaming dump on lots of the lore. I've heard that a lot. Korra Season 1 was fine, would have been better if it didn't have a forced love triangle. Well, like... it also, like, the stuff I've seen is just, like, it changed so much of how, like, bending works as a whole. Even just Korra, like, knowing how to do all of them changed it from a martial art to, like, a superpower, which, in my opinion, is also a lot lamer. And that's all Season 1. Watching Season 1, I didn't think it was, like, the worst thing ever, I just didn't think it was good enough for me to want to stick with it. Okay, I worried how he would handle the jets. Yeah, we can do that. Lyle actually can hit a shot on that. It's not a lot of damage. Season 2 could have been great if it focused solely on the Civil War stuff and didn't go to fanfiction levels of writing with the Dark Avatar. I did not make it that far. That sounds insane. You know what? Let's just do that and give him the... there we go. Good boy, Domingo. Attack 1, Defense 2, HP 4, MP 2, Res 1. Alright. Not a terrible level. Do you kill? No. And you get countered for 1,000,000 damage. Attack 4, Defense 1. Ugh. Cards, move. Musashi, please. So he doesn't die. I thought we'd already done that. I worry a little bit about Musashi dying here. Is there a Doomblade Dullahan? Oh, is there? I will be careful of that. Is Musashi dead here? Okay, no. It didn't really. I mean, it definitely changed that, because it was a martial art before, and then she mastered all of them at, like, age 4 or 5, like... Oh my gosh! Zuika! Come on, dude. Let me check turn order. Lyle, Musashi. Okay, Musashi goes next. So I can heal you instead. A ton of people ignore the fact that Korra actually had uninterrupted time to train 3 of the 4 elements, but like when they were martial arts, that would be like, well, my 5-year-old has unlimited time to train, therefore my 5-year-old has mastered karate, jujitsu, and Muay Thai. And it's like, okay, that's a little bit silly. Even if you're right. Like, that's goofy. Yeah, Taya says she knew 3 of the 4 elements when she was 5. Like, that is a huge departure from what it used to be. That is just remaking it as a superpower that she was born with. I'm worried how we're going to handle the Jets, something no American football team will ever say. The Jets catching strays, that's really funny. Alright, that's not... There he is! Doomblade and Shield Ring equipped. Lord, what is this? Oh. Yeah, Gunskin, just delete him, that would be fine. There we go. Jets catching strays out of nowhere. Korra also made it so the Avatar is the embodiment of the light spirit who always fights the dark spirit, and kind of rewrote the whole spiritualism element. That sucks. I didn't get that far, so I didn't know that either, but that's lame. It kind of feels like the Star Wars sequels with, like, the Force dyad. Imagine you just lost Luke there. No. I don't wanna. This looks so goofy. My super unit right now, Musashi. See, leveling him is way easier when I can do that. Defense 3, speed 3, HP 1. That's what I call power leveling. You know what? Let's let Lo heal you. This is pod racing. I realized I said it like that. Last Airbender says the first benders learned from animals. Korra retcons and says people stole bending from the lion turtles. I remember that too. Somebody told me about that one. It's not just bad additions, it's full of retcons. Yeah, it does seem to be. Lo is so wide now. Bizarre. Personally, I call those the Disney trilogy. They cannot be canon functionally. I mean, it is interesting to me to see... It's an interesting tree just by itself. It's kind of weird looking. It is interesting to me how many people are doing that and how much, like, they've kind of pushed it. There's kind of that meme that's like, I paid for the franchise. I can ruin it with decisions if I want to. What I say is canon, and it's like Farquaad from Shrek. I don't know if I want to fully dive into that with Luke yet. But it is really interesting to me that people are just starting to go, no, that's not canon. I don't care if you paid for it. That's a lot of damage. The torch eyes are really going to push it. I am scared. You were not close enough to deal with all that. Let's do that and fully heal yourself. I'm just curious if they're ever gonna do anything with the sequel trilogy again. Because they've tried to say, like, well, kids that grow up with them will remember them fondly, and it's like, alright, we're 10 years out now. That's really not happening. The sort of about-face that the prequels had when people like me grew up, it does not seem to be happening. Oh my gosh. Why do the Dullahan sleep you in this? Suika, I don't even know what to have you do. Blue doesn't have the defense or the health to get in there. Like, I'm struggling to know what to do with people. Ernest, I'll let you start that, I guess. Defense 1. I'll take another point of defense, and then... No, that's not what I wanted. Gunts, Jet, Kokichi, Wyvern. Okay, between all of that, we should be able to get the kill. The only thing they need to do with the sequel trilogy is let it die. Sorry, the defense 5 got me. That's good. Where are you going? Do you have the defense to deal with that? 28. Better than anybody else that's over here. What are we doing? That's not good. Okay. I gotta let him try. Crap. We need to get him assistance before he dies. I can heal, I think, or... We do 4. Surely we do 4. Okay, 0% res. We do 4. The Jet is immune to spells, fully, and it doesn't say that. Dumb. Shower of Cure to fix that. That is dumb. Now we won't die. Okay, I could have checked if Low had a turn first, but like, I'm just mad. Here they're immune. Of course they are. I did notice. And now you sleep. I am so tilted. Suika, you could move up here, do your 1 damage. No, you just sit back and watch better men than you do things. You're both asleep. Blue, go try and do 4, please. Thank you. Attack 1, defense 3. I'll fake it. The Jets were always okay. Like, I don't think they're bad in the original, but, like, they're not this tanky and also immune to spells. It is crazy to me to think that Luke is getting double turns and still has not been able to go in 2 rounds. That's not attack range, that's move range. If I put him up there, he dies. Resurrection be fun challenge, impossible, gone wrong, gone magic immune, ugh. I just don't understand what they were thinking at, like, any point along the way in this game. What do you have again? Agility? It's not. It's helping you a little bit. Why are casters so nerfed in this game they're already trash? I don't think they're that bad, but, like, they didn't need to be nerfed. I don't know. Alright, Luke finally gets to move again. I'm gonna try to just pull that one. I'm gonna play this really conservatively, because I'm scared. It is nerf on top of nerf for mages, for some reason. I really think the guy that balanced this just did not know much about SRPGs, is what it feels like. The Minotaur map sprite kind of looks like a moose. Like the enemy force is being commanded by Bullwinkle. You know what? You're right. I didn't notice, but now that you mention it, yeah. I think I just need to sit here. Perfect. Okay, let's see how bad this gets. That sound is crazy. Are they not true damage in this? Why did he take 1? Or do they have 2 attacks in this? The guy who balanced this had a one-tooth grin, so he looked like Kane. Oh. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that... The balance taketh, the balance giveth. Apparently? Defense 1, speed 2, HP 2. Luke's not one-shotting anymore, maybe I should be nervous. Okay, who has turns? Kokichi, Minotaur, Musashi, Musashi. Okay, Musashi can get this. So we should be okay. I'm gonna keep Kokichi back. I don't know if I trust him. I'd rather Musashi get that. I was waiting for the reaction to Lug taking 1 from a torch eye. I'm just confused. Alright, Minotaur just had his turn, so Musashi can move in. Okay. Of course you counter. Okay. Everything is fine. Now he takes 20 damage. What? Why are you this way? Why are you the way that you are? What is this game? Attack 3, defense 3. Dope. I appreciate it. Are we full healed? Yup. The balance taketh away. But why? Why did that happen that way? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand why anything happens the way it does. HP 1. Love it. Okay, we're almost to the tower. Is Wika level 7 unpromoted? No. That's promoted. I understand why you're asking. Do I give this to Kokichi, or do I... No, well, Musashi lives the crit, so let's just give it to him. Goodness. I'm really trying to power level Musashi here. Defense 2, speed 2. Max, the enemies have all been defeated. This took longer than I thought. We've got to hurry. But first, we have to go buy medical herbs, because our guys all suck. And part of that is our fault, and part of that, I think, is not. Just give me 20 of these. And I'll take 10 of those. Not sell. Deals. I'm worried that this is not going to... I'm not going to have a room. Let's buy the sniper ring so that we don't let stuff get pushed off the deals section, because apparently that's a thing that can happen. Who needs to always hit? Do we give that to Luke, I guess? There you go, there's your third ring. And then, what's the cheapest thing? We'll buy the Jagged Flash. I think it's worse for everybody. But we're just gonna throw it in there. I don't understand, how is he so bad? You and me both! I don't know. I have that exact same question. Actually, you know what? You take a healing seed, I think, instead. I'll double check our weapons are updated here too. Is that better for you? No. Oh, I have an evade ring. I should give it to somebody. Combination of him being bad and growth's not existing till promo 10 and onwards. That is very much what it feels like. Let's give the evade ring to Musashi. That'll be funny. You keep being our flying yogurt healer. You're doing a great job. Musashi, in case you might get crit, you can now maybe dodge. Okay, let me check weapons here. I think we're up to date. Heavyweight arrow. Can Lyle have this, or does he need to be pro mode? He needs to be pro mode. But his move range has been abysmal. Holy staff. Yeah, I don't need that either. Because Lo is not fighting. We got something from doing Michela's fight fast. Oh yeah, we got the lightsaber. Can anybody use that? That we have? Oh, they took away the bird's ability to use it too. It's only max now. Oh well. Destroyer is what we got. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a promo arrow thing. Okay. We'll give it to Lyle, but yeah, he can't use it yet. We'll try to get Lyle promoted in this next battle. I think the axe is an upgrade for Luke. He's not had one in a while, actually. That's a good point. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Okay. That is worth. So to do that, let's bump. Middle axe. Okay, let's just sell his middle axe. Because that's not a deal thing. That's 30 medical herbs. Bye. Axe. Luke. Sweet. Excellent. Alright. Let me do my save. I'm trying to make saves for everything in this game. I need to remember to save after every battle. To file. Tower of the Ancients. Missed a couple minutes. Anything happen after the 1 damage torch I hit? A 20 damage torch I hit on Luke, which made me clinch, but no, we didn't lose anybody. Oh yeah, Musashi got counter crit by a Minotaur and went down to like 6 health. The dragons look so weird. I think it's just that it's like it's a real dragon with a sword. I'm just like, what are we doing? Can I look at them? No, I can't. I can't walk over there. There's no cards like in the dragons' mouths or in like their butts, is there? Gotta check all the dragon butts for the cards, Max. The Devil Lance, that thing I can't use. Turbo Pepper. That might be good for somebody here in a minute. My moose died to a counter, so be careful. I'm trying. I really am.
Listen, we must stand guard until Lord Darksoul is finished. Crush the Shining Force. Do not leave a single one of them alive.
That's odd. Darksoul is nowhere to be seen. He must be at the top of the tower, then. We must hurry. Defeat the enemies here, and then go after Darksoul. Wow, Devil Lance, this is worthless. Pretty much. If it goes into the deals section, then it's like actively sabotage. I see this weak hate train is picking up. Yeah, I mean, he's promoted level 7, and he's just booty. 30-23. Like, it's not even that bad, honestly. It's just that the enemy stats make that bad. Like, at this point, he is one of our higher tier units. But, like, that doesn't mean anything. He would be better as well if this was not an Iron Man, and I was not, unable to use his ability. Because his ability is, like, if he's under half health, he gets, like, a bunch of extra attack, but... I mean, I guess he would only do that once and then get crit, countered, and die. Peak battle right here. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. I kind of like this one, but I think Taya put it as one of his lowest ones. We're gonna keep trying to power level Mufasa here. We'll see what that gets us. Okay, I wondered if that was equipped for sure. I love this one, definitely one of the more memorable. I like it. I think it's interesting that you have to, like, fight your way through these different choke points and stuff, like... I don't mind it. Especially after the spree of forest maps. Anything but more of those. I think we only have one more in the game, which I'm fine with. Oh, Taya, I was curious before, but I don't know that anybody has the answer but you. Do the Torch Eyes just have two different attacks? That one that is, like, true damage that pierces and one that is not? Is that actually what we're doing? Do Luke first to get him in position. As SF2 proves time and time again, memorable does not equal good, unfortunately. I still would rather... You're right, but I would rather memorable than good, I think, in some instances. I think memorable can stand out more than good. Not sure? Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. That appears to be the case. Seemingly at random. I mean, that's this whole game. I'll have Luke not just get that. We'll have somebody else try. Getting mugged? Memorable. Getting hit by a truck? Extremely memorable. I'm talking about gaming, not necessarily... Not life. Life I would rather be good. I would rather memorable than good, and that's why this is the world's premier Sin Bearers channel. It has nothing to do with the fact that nobody else can buy that game. Oh, you have 2 range in this one. That's cute. Why do you have 2 range now? I love that for us. What maps do you think were memorable but not good? Taros, Kraken, Chess, Odd-Eye. Do I think those are all bad? I don't think the Kraken is bad. I think it's more just that people hit it at the wrong time. Oh, I forgot to give him more stuff. My bad. To me, that's less of a map design problem. More of a battle, less of a battle design problem, more of an overworld design problem. That players are hitting that sooner than they're supposed to. I feel like that's... the same guy might have designed the battle and the map, but if not, that's not on the battle guide. Defense 3, let's go. I don't know if Ernest is strong enough to carry us to the end. I really don't. You can stand there, and you should be okay. Chess map is a top 5 SRPG map of all time for me. Alright, I don't put it that high. For sure. That one is also just like... I think that would be a better map if there was a shop, but the fact that there's not really hampers it. Every time you say this, I tell you that playing it at the right time without grinding, you have multiple units who get one-shot by the arms. In a game that you're supposed to take deaths in, though, that doesn't really punish you for taking deaths, I don't know that that's that bad. Like, I don't think you have to balance it around taking no deaths when that's not the game you're making. He just leaves? I would assume they're fully immune to freeze, even though nothing says that they are. Because screw you, the Resurrection devs, probably. It's so rough. I don't even know what to do as Wika. Now you should balance it around being fun, though. I still think it's fun. I really want to level Lyle in this one, but that's not going to work if he gets destroyed. Musashi has double move here. Thanks, Musashi. I thought he was going to double turn now. That might be bad. Let's Operation Rescue Musashi. Guns, Jet, Kakichi, Steel Claw, Wyvern, Musashi. Okay, he still moves. Where are the... Okay, he moves before both of them. We're okay. Do the Jets have Chimera dodge rates in this? That's what I'm starting to pick up. That's good. Does Blue have a move? Can he reach that? He has a turn before that. We're just gonna get rid of him. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Oh, I don't have the pink axe anymore. Zuika, more like Wika. Yeah. You are unfortunately right. Zuika. Don't know what to do with Zuika? Easy answer. Bench him, bring a left. She can do much that he... Well, she's gonna show up and do, like, nothing. Right? Like... Normally you would be right, but the way that this game is balanced, she's gonna show up and do 0 damage. Attack 2, defense 5. Nice. I'm considering starting my Great Replaying when I finish Dark Dawn, so that means I'm gonna have to play SF2 again, and we'll see how that goes. Interesting. Musashi. You're already... It seems like feeling like Dark Dawn is not as good as you remember. So I'm kind of surprised if you want to go from that into SF2. Thank you. Use Tarasu for healing? Yeah. I like that idea more. The problem is, I would like Lyle as well, but he is making that super difficult, too. Did I do everybody? Yeah, okay. Misashi, Whoosh-ashi, ugh. Blue could almost reach that. Alright, Lyle. Do something. You did something. Level 9, okay. Everything has 2 range in this, which makes it really hard to have Lyle do stuff. Everything has, like, at least 2 range. Do that. Suika has a running ring, I think. He does. I've been trying to use that to get him in. He blew it. Ugh. Terrible. There we go. You still one-shot. I appreciate that. Speed 1. Doesn't even need it. Yeah, you guys can keep fighting this. Might give that to Lyle. Do I give that to Musashi? Yeah, we'll give it to Lyle. Yeah, we'll do that, and Musashi can maybe kill the Torch Eye by doing hit and runs. I think he dies if he just goes in though, so we're gonna play it safe. Okay. I don't really know where he's going. He made it so Lyle can't reach. Because of course he did. Because I can't have nice things in this run. Ugh. Blue can reach. That's fine. I'm not going straight to SF2. I'm going to replay Shining in my proposed chronological order while taking notes as prep to potentially make a timeline thesis video. I'm down for it. I'm definitely going to start cranking that stuff out after Final Conflict. I'll let you go that way. Can you reach? Will that guy come get you? I think he can fly. Can he fly over in this? Yeah, he can. The ice worms are kind of dumb. Not as bad as the sea bats, but still kind of dumb. Yeah, what were the sea bats doing? Attack 1, defense 1, HP 4. Nice. If I stay there, that can't reach me. We can kill that. Okay. Rolling the dice on him missing, but like... I'm near the end of my chronological run, actually. I need to finish the last level of Holy Ark and then beat SF3. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure SF3 is at the end. I believe it's In the Darkness is at the end. Want to see that theory soon? Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about it, but I definitely feel like I need to play Final Conflict before I get into stuff. because then I'll have, like, a full understanding and stuff. And that final conflict Let's Play is going to be really fun. I've got some cool stuff planned for it. Okay, if I stand here, do you want to come get me? We'll see. No, you just want... Okay. You can do the claw attack at range? Yeah, I think it's in the darkness, Brandon. I'm not positive. I thought Holy Ark and SF3 are thousands of years after Shining in the Darkness. The Shining Force Central says that, but neither Taya nor I thinks that's correct. Shining Force Central bases that on, that's Mugi reached out to a programmer. I think she reached out to a bunch of developers, but the one that answered was a programmer. And he said what he thought the timeline was. And so she has taken that as gospel and run with it ever since. And that had thousands of years pass, and then we get those games. But there's a lot in the games that don't actually, like, gel with that. Yeah, I definitely think it is. I think it would be very weird if it wasn't. Alright, Ernest, you head up the front. 20. You can just kill that so we can keep moving. I really did not think I would end up with the force led by Ernest in this run. But he has really come into his own. It does... It censored you saying chonker. But yes, Lo is very much a chonker now that he's promoted. It's very weird. He's just so wide all of a sudden. Hey, the Valkyrie. Alright, let's get rid of you. Almost one-shots. Attack 1, defense 4. Okay. I'm listening to you, I just don't think that that's correct. And I don't want to elaborate too much because people haven't played SF3 that are watching this. We'll keep Lo going down. He Ernested his he spot. No, that one doesn't quite work. Ernested. I'll move him down, but I don't want to go much further than that. Also, I commented a couple years too late on your final Shining in the Darkness video. It's never too late to comment. Whenever somebody leaves a comment, it gives me a little ping on my YouTube homepage. I mean, listen to me about Ernest. Oh, just that he's the best one. Yeah, no. Wisdom has to come first, before wait, no. Sorry. Wisdom has to come after SF2. There's stuff in Wisdom that directly follows up, too. But Ty has not played Wisdom. I think that's the only one he's missing. It would be wild if Wisdom was the end of the timeline. I don't think it is, but it would be fun if that was in Taya's theory, if that was what ended it. We'll let Zuika try. Hey, you did 5. Cute. My bad on the timing though, but it gives my thoughts on what the story follows and why it seems to bounce around so much. I don't know if I read that or not, because I'm still trying to avoid some until I play Final Conflict. I'm still kind of guarding myself in terms of spoilers. So I apologize if I haven't read that yet, but I definitely will. Okay. Nobody meaningful gets their turn before that, so let's just go ahead and go to that guy. Did we ever see the orbital laser before Max died? No, we did not. I can look it up. I'll probably do that just to show it off. And then we can talk about it. Oh, you haven't played In the Darkness either? I always forget that. Don't ruin the experience of the game for my ramblings. Oh, it's like, I still really appreciate all the comments and stuff. It's not quite that serious, but I just am very guarded until I play that. But I'm also so excited for what comes after that. The world is not ready. I think bits of things in Resurrection are canon and bits are not. Do I want you to lead into that? No. No, because you're gonna die. You can do it. In the Darkness is very story light and obviously has no backlinks to other games though, so it's less of an issue. I think it has backlinks to other games. So I would disagree with that. I know about it a little bit. I don't want to discuss it for obvious reasons because I believe it has backlinks to Final Conflict. But yeah, I was told back then when I was playing that. I'm gonna position him here so he can go up and get that laser guy. Musashi can fly, Domingo cannot. Yeah, Ty is right. He has float. He's always had float movement. But should Musashi be able to fly? Like, Malak does. Like I said, the game's balancing is really weird, and Malak just makes it weirder. Lyle is so slow. Other games backlink to it. Yeah, I just meant, like, it's... Because it's further in the timeline, I do think it links backwards. But yes, you're technically right. Luke can probably be the one that stands up there to block for us. Am I gonna try and kill that with Musashi? Yes. Okay, you can help. I think now he one-shots. No, still doesn't. Attack 1, defense 3. Okay. HP 2. Musashi is getting there. He really is getting there. The 44 HP is making me relax a little bit. Not too much. But I'm starting to feel like he can take stuff. Do Torch Eyes have one range in this only? Such weird... What is their actual attack when it's not True Damage? 42? How would you take that? Decently. We might use Weeka's Ring to Lyle, because I really want to level him, but he's just so slow. Just get this thing out here. This thing sucks. Well, now somebody else can kill it. That's fine. Excellent. Yeah, you're right. They do appear to be like the Torch Eyes now. Or, I'm sorry, the Steel Claws. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Planning on using Adam in this run? Not if I can help it, but... I don't know, like... Is he any better in this game compared to OG? Because, like, probably not, but... You know, never say never, I suppose. Max Lyle, okay. You can help out, Suika. Go punch him in the face. Please don't get countered and die. He's so booty. He's so bad. If Suika dies, like, at this point I'm just like, he dies, whatever. What I said is not canon, but there are illusions and sources that SF's world could actually be post-apocalyptic Earth. And the idea of something like nuclear fallout could be a legitimate concern for Fire Emblem characters, not having grown up in it if you go that route. Fire Emblem characters. I don't understand the illusion there. Or like, what your... I've been doing too much of my English classes. Illusion. What you're pulling from for that. This is approaching Thorn of Heraldia levels of game balance. Yeah. It really is. It's very silly. I honestly am harsher on this because it's, like, a AAA release. This should be balanced better than this. The Nighthill didn't read chat moment. Oh, did I screw up? I went back a oh. Air in the world of Shining Force is made of aluminum in gaseous form and would suffocate Fire Emblem characters. Ah, okay. My bad, I didn't scroll up far enough. If he dies, he dies. Great quote. I want him to help out, but it's like, if he's just gonna sit in the back the whole time and not do anything, there's no reason to have him, you know? I need him to do something for me. I know that... I don't really take it as canon, but the Curse of Xeon also kind of has some references to things being post-apocalyptic Earth. So I'm wondering if that author, like, if that was, like, in the notes he got. Gotta be careful with spacing here. Yes, if FE characters could survive in the world of Shining Force. I think some could. Especially if you could res them. But, like, you know, Marth dies to one-armed skeleton. Like, if we're gonna level them the same way that the Shining Force guys do, where they can shrug off stuff like that, yes. If not, no. It is a fun question, though. You also have to go off of, like, what is actually happening in Fire Emblem. The earlier ones, like, the manga show, like, of, like, Fire Emblem 1 shows, like, the spells being a lot bigger than what we're seeing on screen. So if that's the case, then they're a lot scarier. Okay. I don't know how we want to deal with this guy. I think if we do this, Musashi kills it. Yeah. Oh, you just get your turn next. Didn't realize that. Okay, that's not too bad. I got nervous for a second. Because, yeah, the Wyvern's gonna come and do whatever his damage is. But I think we kill him here. Marth dies to one-armed skeleton is a depressing headline. Attack 2, HP 2. I am defeated, my life is at an end. But we have won. We have succeeded in buying enough time for Lord Darksoul. I sense an aura of evil from the top of the tower. Darksoul, what is he doing at the top of the tower? I'm worried about the Sages of Prompt, too. Let's go. But first, we go back to... No, I'm kidding. I think it was when I don't remember if it was with Daniel in my very first Shining Let's Play that he was convinced there was, like, a secret door that opened in the side here somewhere. I wonder if he was thinking of Resurrection. I'm, like, really checking now. Because we can't. This we can't is definitely proving to be too accurate. And at least, it isn't the headline more likely to read, like, Roy dies to one-armed skeleton. You are... He looks like a chef at a hibachi place. Lord Max. You're Lord Max, aren't you? You've come to save us. Forgive us, my lord. Darksoul has already left for the top of the tower. We fought as hard as we could, but his power was too great. Don't worry. I'll take care of Darksoul. You two rest here. Yes, my lord. As soon as these wounds heal, we will join you in battle. Wait, my lord. You're not going in alone without any companions, are you? There's something I need to find out about Darksoul. I see. Then at least promise me you'll be careful. I'm sorry, Max. If only we had a little more strength. Don't worry about us. You must hurry. Darksoul is at the top of the tower. I do think most SF units would trounce Fire Emblem if we're being real, just because defense values are much, much higher in general. Well, I would, like, not... I would kind of have an auto balance there to, like, scale them properly. It would be an interesting, like, topic I'm not sure how I would balance them, but I'd have to somehow. If only there was a healer. Yeah, if only. Anyway. Ah, so you finally arrived, Max. Hear my words. The tower has already been set in motion. A great power is gathering. Taya, when we were debating the section in Dragonia, I was thinking, when you were like, what are you guys talking about? I think Mahane and I were both thinking, this tower. And this scene. I doubt it means anything to you without your memories, but over this continent floats a man-made star, which emits an invisible power. That power is the source of all the magic on Rune. Yeah, people really don't like this change in particular. And now it is gathering at the tower and being channeled to Dark Dragon. Maybe that's why the mages suck in this. Max, why did you come here alone? I'm sorry, but I had to. Forgive me. If only Dark Soul. If only he hadn't turned up. My father would be a good king. It's all his fault. And I will make him pay. This is a pleasant surprise. The Princess of Runefaust herself. I'm honored and delighted to have you witness this event. Dark Dragon will soon awaken. The legacy of the gods will be revived at last. The great and ancient powers of darkness will soon be mine. Huh? What's going on? I break it. Kain. Kain. Dark Soul, your scheme ends here. Huh, you don't look very well, Kain. Are you sure you're up to this? Why, you can barely stand, and your portrait looks weird. Let me end your suffering. Yeah, he does look like he has one tooth. Ah! Rest in peace, for all eternity. After all, Kain, it's what you've always wanted. Is he saying you've always been edgy and trying to die? Dark Soul, what have you done to Kain, you murderous scum? Silence, fool, it's already too late. Kain, you made a valiant effort in coming here, but you were a little too late. There is no limit to the power out there, but I already have enough to revive Dark Dragon. Indeed, my power is already far too great to stop. Listen to me, Max. There's no hope left for me. Don't say that. It's not too late to treat your wounds. I know my own body better than anyone else. I've been using this suit to teleport. Ah, there it is. But the strain was greater than I thought. This time I've pushed it too far. Before it's too late, there's something I need to tell you. Listen closely. Are the two of you ready? Yes, Mother. I guess so. Alright then, I'll start the cryogenic sleep sequence. I forgot we got to see this. What's wrong? Is the equipment not working? What's wrong, Mother? It isn't broken, is it? No, it's not broken. I'm sorry. I know this is harder for you than it is for me, but even so. So do we think that, like, she's off-screen? Or is she one of the Atom robots? Ugh. I'm assuming she's off-screen, but it's a little bit ambiguous. Don't worry about us. We've been training for this day ever since we were kids. Kane's right. We're journeying forward in time to save this planet's future. Thank you, Kain, Max. The creation of Dark Dragon was our generation's crime. And now it is up to you to atone for that crime. We may never see each other again, but I will always be watching over you. Oh, I wonder if she's the spirit of the pool. She's an Eve model robot. Kain, Max, together, you must protect the lives of the people of the future. Yes, Mother. I will give it my all. Yes. Goodbye, Mother. I kind of like this. Oh, I think it's really cool. So, we two brothers were sent to the future. Apparently that's in the original version of Shining Force as well. It's just in the Japanese version, and we didn't... Not the flashback, I think, but, like, this knowledge is in there. What's wrong? Your memory? Did you... Max. I remember. I remember now, Kane. Our mission. We were going to team up and seal Dark Dragon. We feared the new race that we ourselves had created. And so, to destroy it, we created Dark Dragon. And sowed the seeds of ruin. I wonder what that new race was, if it was the Vandals. To atone for that sin, we tried to put it to sleep. Do you remember now? Do you remember, Max? Yes, I remember everything. Good. Looks like I won't die in vain, after all. Here, Max, take this sword with you. Nobody in the party can use it. They've all died, but it's fine. When that blade is combined with the other, the weapon to defeat Dark Dragon. Kane, don't try to speak. Go to Metafa. There all will be revealed to you. There should be a few Atom types left, too. They'll help you. Kane. Lord Max, the tower's about to collapse. I'm shaking out of my portrait. It's quite bad. Aleph and the others have already made their escape. Alright, Max, we'd better get going too. What? What's wrong? What's come over you? No, you haven't. There's something strange about Lord Max. Perhaps he's lost his voice. Is that what's happened, Max? I see now. He's overcome by the shock of his brother's death. Come on, both of you. We must hurry. We can fix him being a shining protagonist later. Alright, we've got to get out of here. Come on, Max. Wow. Yeah, I would have made the portrait not shake. And thus, there is nothing left. Do you guys all have new dialogue? No, looks like not. They created the fearsome race of hobbits. Oh, that's definitely what it is. This is a strange plot point. Yeah, I remember Taya saying it was dumb why Max became a silent protag again. It is definitely dumb. Thank you for the $5, Caldera! No, not David Bowie! Yeah, David Bowie. I hate him turning mute here so much. It's very dumb. Where's Lord Kane? He left the castle before he got better. Various creatures challenged the gods. It wasn't that they disliked the gods, they fought for their dignity. I guess they wanted to prove that all life has value, no matter what its origin. This is a good example of the principle less is more, at least sometimes. Yeah. Seriously though, why this far in? Yeah, it is very weird to just get rid of that at the end. The lightsaber and the dark saber. Together, they produce a power able to overcome the chaos that threatens this world. Have you heard of the Spring of Recollection, Max? It's like an artificial brain. The spring is activated by the Orb of Light. It will reveal whatever information the bearer of the orb seeks. Fun fact, if I recall correctly, due to Max being mute, you can no longer cast Egress? Okay. Welcome in, Coco! The launch smoke is starting to blow over. I can finally catch my breath and watch some cozy Shining Force. We can check it out. We'll do it at the end of the Shining Force segment. Can you potentially DM me what part of the video is you? Because I do want to check that out on stream. At last, the path is clear. The long journey from Monarena was well worthwhile. The path is clear. Now you can go to Metafa. Oh, I actually can't interact with the chicken anymore. Weird. Oh, do you have new dialogue? Thank you so much for saving Aleph and Tarasu. I will try to cast Egress here in a sec. Because it would be wild if that's true. The sword with the power to seal Dark Dragon is called the Chaos Breaker. It is a legendary weapon which combines the forces of darkness and light. I've heard everything. It really is terrible about Lord Cain. And Max, you've lost your voice out here.
Bye-bye.
So it's true. It must have been tough, but don't lose hope. The path has finally been repaired. If you have the Orb of Light, the path will be clear and you can go to Metafa. Get hold of the legendary sword and prepare for the revival of Dark Dragon. Do you have any more to say? You must take the legendary sword with you. Without it, you won't be able to seal away Dark Dragon. Now that Lord Cain is gone, you are our last remaining hope. I must apologize. I wasn't able to stop Lord Cain. Well, it sounds like he just teleported out of his bed. Alright, let's see, because I'm curious. Oh, can I... I can't cast here anyway. Never mind. I didn't even realize that I couldn't do that. Yeah, we'll try when we get into battle. So that's back this way? No. Other way. Do I need anything in town? I don't think so. I do need to pass out items real quick. Let's do that. Suika needs stuff. I think I'm also going to give the halberd to Ernest, if that does more for him. It does. Okay. Oops. Give item box. Oh yeah, and then I could also do that. I would rather keep Kokichi ranged because he doesn't have the defense he would need to live. I think we just have one more battle for the night, so it won't take too long, Coco. I'm starting student teaching in the morning, so we're doing a little bit of a shorter stream today. Where is he? There he is. Oh, we got the Valkyrie too, I forgot. Okay, let's do the halberd for you, and then we'll give the Valkyrie to Kokichi. Oh my gosh, such a difference. Crazy. He's about to be unstoppable. Okay, I'm gonna state here. So I have that to file. To Metafa. Light and Dark Saber is dumb as hell. They copied that straight from Star Wars, sort of Light and Darkness is better. To me, it's about the same thing. It set up him talking for the first time again to get everyone out, which only worked because he was mute the whole time. It's very weird. I forget, can he use Supernova while mute? Yes? Okay. Would it suck for the Force to get this far and not have gotten the Orb of Light yet, to have to go all the way to Monarena to get it? I suppose. I despise how they try and force the drama the final moment to recreate the original, but also couldn't just commit to him being silent the same way. I just don't think they should have made him silent. I think you should just pick. He only loses access to egress. We could promo Tarasu 11 blue. Well, we're gonna do, that's half the game that's left, is after Chaos, I counted. So we're doing that, and then next week we will do to the end of the game. And we're gonna have late block both nights. I don't know if we're gonna promo. Max's Orb of Light began to glow faintly in the dark. And thank you, Coco. We will check it out, not too long from now. I'm very excited. Locked in a cold sleep until the promised day, travelers through time. Oh, this is actually our things. Interesting. I don't know if I remembered that. I very much did not, in fact. Master, long time no see. Have you lost your voice, I see? You must go to the Spring of Recollection and use the Orb of Light. Too bad you can't tell it what you want. Okay, I wondered if he would have more dialogue. Max's Orb of Light began to glow faintly in the dark. Shining in the darkness, if you will. Max, I'm glad you made it here safely. So, the implication is this is his mom. I know that you have lost your voice. I've been watching you. I know about Cain as well. I've brought suffering to both of you. Please forgive me. There's no time to lose. You must bring me the weapons needed to seal Dark Dragon. Adam will show you the way. Did it say the Valkyrie? Oh, the Valkyrie heals 3 HP per turn. That's pretty good. And the chambers are in the... I remember they're in the original, but yeah, the plaque helps a lot. That and seeing Max and Cain in them. My name is Adam. It's been a long time, Lord Max. I wanted to help you sooner, but it was my duty to protect Metafa. Lord Max, please try to remember those sad days. You and Lord Cain were the warriors chosen to seal away Dark Dragon. Man, you screwed up, huh? After a deep sleep and the passing of many years, you awoke here in Metafa. You were supposed to take 100 of us Adam-type robots into battle with you. But then, Dark Soul showed up. Fools, I'll never let you seal Dark Dragon. Taya, do you think this is the cutscene that was supposed to be in the original that got cut? Dark Dragon will rise again. Together we will reduce this world to ashes. Demon Breath! The robots have been destroyed by Dark Soul's Demon Breath. Max, I'll hold them off. You've got to get out of here. Yes, easily. Okay. This being the cutscene, that is. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. So for those that don't know, in the original Shining Force 1, out of bounds, like, if you can see my mouse, it's like over here outside this, I think it's over here outside this wall. Like, there's sprites out there for, like, Max, Cain, and Dark Soul, and some Atoms and stuff, so, like, there's definitely, they were setting up some sort of cutscene that was gonna happen, and just didn't finish it. Thanks to Cain, you, at least, were able to escape with your life. However, before the memories lost during your long sleep could be brought back, you were tossed into the sea. I wonder how this happened. I was able to keep myself from being discovered. Unfortunately, Cain and our leader, Chaos, were captured by Dark Soul and brainwashed. Our leader, Chaos, who's the leader of the Atoms, huh? Of the 100 robots in our unit, only I now remain. I will fight alongside you. And we actually get text that he's joining us this time. To seal Dark Dragon, we need the Chaos Breaker. The device needed to call forth the Chaos Breaker is inside. Let us go quickly. Lord Dark Soul's orders, you must be exterminated. Oh, and we get the boat map here. For the boat theme. So the plaque by the cryo chambers is also there in the original. It reads, "And 2 heroes will appear after 1,000 years." That's a lot more vague. Lord Dark Souls orders, "You must be exterminated, exterminated, exterminated." So this is the heart of Metaphor, land of the gods. Oh, sorry about that. I was just fascinated by all these wonderful machines. Now then, Max, what are your orders? Ah, excuse me. Max, while your voice is gone, you won't be able to cast the egress spell. Do not forget this. Fight hard, warriors. The heart of Metaphor lies just ahead. If we are to seal Dark Dragon, we must get the Chaos Breaker, no matter what the cost. So, unless you game over, there's no way to get Adam in your force here. Why would they take that away? It is such a bizarre choice. Also, this looks like a really tough battle. And not that vague, only Kane and Max have been referred to as the 2 heroes since Dragonia. You know what I mean, though, like, definitely more vague than this. This makes it, like, abundantly clear. Alright, we're gonna be careful to start here. Oh, I didn't equip your weapon. I need to remember that. Oh, I did. Okay. Why would game overing affect who you can bring? Well, he's taken away egress. Because they're insane. So I can't egress to put Adam in the party. If I wanted to bring Adam, I would have to game over. Oh, you could just walk back to the teleporter? I don't think I have ever known that. Huh. Can you not recruit Adam after this battle? He's already recruited. You just don't have time to bring him in, but I didn't realize I could just walk back there, apparently. I mean, they're totally immune to Domingo. Everything is immune to Domingo right now. Cards. Move. Let's have Musashi start killing stuff. In Japanese, in the original, it's even more vague. For the sake of 2 heroes who will appear 1,000 years later. Or for the sake of the 2 heroes who appeared 1,000 years hence. Yeah, that is also super vague. Little bit goofy. Don't even know what to do with you, Zuika. You're so bad. I don't even really want him to attack him, honestly. Stand here and wall for a minute. You do like 7, right? Oh, to these you do 1. Yeah. There we go. Good night, Justin! I appreciate it. I hope I do. The school I'm gonna be at's pretty good. Honestly, I'm worried it'll be a little too good and I'm not gonna see, like... I need to learn how to deal with discipline issues and stuff, but I'm not sure there will be anything. That's how I did my grinding for Aleph. I did most of that here. I see, until she caught up. Yeah, I mean, this is a very good grinding map for sure. Another one of those things that makes me hate everyone parroting Resurrection is more true to the Japanese script. In the original, that plaque is nearly identical to the Japanese, and then here it's totally different. I do think here, though, it seems to be more accurate to what they were intending, at least. But yeah. Do I want Kokichi to... No. No, I think it's better if we just deal with this. Speed 2, that's not what we need. Lyle the Pile, he got nerfed. He just is really hard to grind in this one. I think we want to do that. One short. Defense 5, let's go. Instead of moving like 2 to 3, they made Lyle move 1 on the overworld maps. So it just is really hard to get him up. And that's why he's so far behind. Probably will pull back. Lyle appears to be as useful as Suika. Yeah, but he can't get countered, I guess. And if I get him 1 level, then he gets a huge buff because we can promo him, and then he'll have better weapons that he immediately gets access to. Okay, I thought he died right there. That would have been crazy. Lyle, more like wild. My argument is, if they intended to say that, they would have made it say that. Nobody was telling the original devs, don't you dare put the story you actually want in the game. Well, I think it's that, like, they ran out of time. Unless you feel like they abandoned that cutscene just cuz. Which I guess is also a possibility. Like, if they just decided they didn't want it. Has anybody really gotten injured yet? Yeah, we can heal Angust up. That would have been more of SF1's perfect comedic timing. Yeah, if he just died immediately. Not saying that this specific plaque isn't, you know, equally as valid as what it could say, but it doesn't make sense for it to better express the original dev's intent. Dang, they ran out of time to put the right line of dialogue on the plaque. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, like, can it not possibly be feasible that they, like, thought about it and then decided, well, we don't have time? Like, it wouldn't totally make sense with what we have, and we don't have time to do that cutscene that, like, in our heads would make it make sense. That's more what I'm asking. Because that would, like, the way that this is all laid out does make, like, it a lot, it makes it make a lot more sense than otherwise. Because even if you had this plaque and you didn't have that scene added, it would still be kind of like, what are they getting at? Why are they doing that? That's what I'm getting at. It's not that they couldn't literally type a couple letters of text. That's dumb. That is just like the worst faith interpretation of what I could be saying. I think it makes sense without the cutscene. I didn't need to play Resurrection to realize Max was put in suspended animation until now. Yeah, there is other stuff, like, to hint to that, but a lot of people don't get that. Maybe I'm just better at picking up on this stuff than most people. I mean, like, the autistic hyperfixation on Shining Force definitely helps pick up on context clues, yeah. I think you and I both have that. But, like, most people, I think, don't know that have played this. Like, that would be considered more niche knowledge. I'm trying to think of other stuff that would fit that same category. I mean, like, there's the timeline stuff as well. Like, I think that the timeline stuff is more... The order of, like, the timeline is pretty clear if you, like, have played, Wisdom in 3 and stuff like that, but most people haven't done that. I know I'm putting Zuika at risk here, but, like, I need him to do stuff. He does one to those, too? Oh. I thought he would do a little more. I'm giving you the worst faith interpretation because you're not discussing the point that I'm making, that people saying this is more accurate to the original Japanese text is nonsense. Yeah, and, like, I had heard that a bunch, and, like, you've convinced me of that. I think it's just more people not knowing about Shining stuff, which, there's a lot of that. And I feel like you and me and Shining Force World are all trying to kind of help that, because there's a lot of stuff that it's like sort of Shining fun facts. The first one I experienced getting into this whole community was the Kantal Kantar thing. That it's like, is it Kantal? What did you cast at me? Oh, you muddled me. Okay, cute. It was like the Kantal Kantar thing. That it's like where is that distinction coming from? And a lot of the fun facts. That's why I always ask whenever, like, Shining Force World, as much as I appreciate it, throws a fun fact at me. Because I'm like, it's very hard to know where anything comes from. Our wiki is, like, I appreciate whoever set up the wiki and worked on it, I really do. But, like, our wiki leaves a lot to be desired in sourcing information. So that's something I'm really trying to keep better track of, because there's just not, like... If you tell me something cool, there's just... I can't just go look it up easily to see where that came from. What is our defense now? 39? We can start being on the front more. And we have HP, finally. We might 2020 Musashi. I don't know if there's more than 24 things on that wiki properly cited. Yeah. And like I said, I appreciate them doing any of it, but it makes it real hard to discern anything. Because there is a lot of, like, misinformation, and I don't think it's malicious or anything, like people saying that this is more accurate to the original. I think people just don't know, and there's not a good way to look it up. Yeah, I mean, I think we need game citations, book citations, we need the whole shebang. Oh yeah, Chaos is coming. Okay. Well, let's keep you off to the side here. Oh right, even though he's a boss, nope. I would like to know what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, but we're muddled. There we go. Let's defeat you. Oh, we can't. So close. That's unfortunate. That's part of why I want to do my big note-taking project, though, to put together all information as officially as possible with direct in-game citations. We need it really bad. Doesn't he have 70 attack base game? He might. But he also has, like, I think he's got a true damage thing as well. We can start on him here with Luke. He'll probably counter us. Ferocious attack, 1 damage. Speed 1. Okay, let's see what he actually has in this game. If so, they nerfed him. He's got 50. He has a gold ring. I don't know what that does. I think we can do this, and then we can kill Chaos with Musashi. 57 damage. Attack 3, HP 3. I dig it. Alright, let's just get him out of here. How much do you do to him? 21. Not bad. He has 50 in the original. I had the editor open to check the black. Well, thank you, then. Lord Max, it is you. What have I been? Yes, now I remember. I was controlled by Dark Soul. He is already at the Castle of the Ancients, my lord. There is another gate of the Ancients in Runefaust, and it has been opened. Dark Soul is beginning the final ritual to revive Dark Dragon. Quickly, there is no time. Lord Max, I have failed you. Yes, you have. Ba-bow. I like how we all say base game like this is a bad mod. There's times it feels like it. There are definitely times it feels like it. Let me do another state here after Chaos. File. Chaos defeated. Cool. And we'll get the Chaos Breaker and then probably shift for the night. When light and dark are as one, so shall be born a sword to destroy chaos. Well, we just defeated Chaos, so it's fine. A shining blade for the power of light. A shadowy blade for the power of darkness. When light and dark are both as one, so shall be born a sword to destroy chaos. Oh, you don't even place them in this game, you just walk up to it. There it is. It still looks so cool. That's the Chaos Breaker. It is the only force capable of sealing Dark Dragon. Max, the blade is yours to take. Let's go! Base Ramalama Ding Dong has 93. Goodness. He actually will hurt Luke. Even Chaos, who was to have been your staunchest ally, was converted to evil by Dark Soul. With your memories lost, you were left to face an unfamiliar world alone. I was so worried that you would fail your mission, but now I see. It's all thanks to Lo. He really is the hero that we all needed. You've got so many wonderful friends who believe in you. They are your real treasures. The true Chaos Breaker were the friends we made along the way. Know that they are the true power to seal Dark Dragon. It actually is! The destiny of Metaphor has now been fulfilled. The spirit that supports me will soon run... Or the spring that supports me will soon run dry. Ba-bow! Don't look so sad. It is time to go. Believe in your friends and fight bravely to the end. Well, you named him Chaos. What did you expect? I've always thought that was weird. Even Chaos, who was meant to be your staunchest ally, you named him Chaos! I wonder if the characters for Chaos Breaker and the characters for Chaos's name are like two different things. It's so weird you only get the Sword of Darkness for one battle. I didn't clock that. You're right. That is weird. I have received a communication from my friends in Monarena. The Spring of Recollection is dried up there, too. First, report to King Cusco. Even if the Spring of Recollection dries up, you won't forget what you heard. Our lookouts report that Runefaust has tightened its defenses. They must realize that this will be the final battle.
Oh, so you finally gotten the Chaos Breaker. Use it with care. It's very ancient, the Spring of Recollection, from the time of the gods. It exists to guide heroes of destiny like you and Cain, who appear from time to time. The elders are waiting for you. It seems they have more to discuss with you. Sorry, I had no idea. I can't believe that Lord Cain is dead. Okay, that's the same still. I'm glad you're safe, Max. I've heard all about Metaphor. Good night, Ragnarocker. I know how difficult it must be for you, but forget it for now. I have a mission for you. It seems Dark Soul is somehow returned to Runefaust. Somehow Palpatine has returned. Runefaust and Guardiana have always been brother nations. Guardiana protects the west gate of the Castle of the Ancients, and Runefaust the east gate. Dark Soul has got the Book of Secrets. No doubt he will find out from the book how to open the east gate of Runefaust. He'll gather his strength at the Tower of the Ancients if he gets inside the castle. It may be impossible to prevent him from waking Dark Dragon. You are our only hope, but all of Runefaust's army is against you. You can't seal Dark Dragon unless you beat them. The final battle is here. Are you ready? I'm mute. I can't even do that. Very well. Fight bravely, Max. I will have the road to Runefaust open. So the characters for Chaos are pronounced Chaosu, which means chaos. The characters for Chaos Breaker... let's see. Okay, so they're the same, pretty much. Chaosu Breaker, which means Chaos Breaker. Hope that helps. That does help. So they really did just name him Chaos and Chaos Breaker. Rip. It was his destiny. It really was. It is essential to use the Chaos Breaker when fighting Dark Dragon. That sword is the only weapon that can defeat the creature. On the path to Runefaust, there are many strong enemies. Don't push yourself too hard. If you need to, take a rest to regain your strength. Now that Lord Cain... Oh, yeah, okay. All the rest of the dialogue is the same. I find those Japanese cognates fascinating. We just need a hobo named Jack to show up to help kill Chaos. Jack Chaos? I don't get it. Who's the hobo? Am I dumb? My friend is learning Japanese, and a lot of words are just Japanified English words. It does seem that way. Alright, we save here, and then we're gonna check out Coco stuff before we end. So I'll call this... Let me see, what do I want to name this one? There we go. Take 3, save 3. Alright, Coco had a special announcement today. Let's check it out. I'm getting that set real quick. We broke Chaos without the Chaos Breaker, so that whole thing is full of misnomers. It's very confusing. I don't know why they name stuff that way. A lot of names in Japanese Shining Force are transliterations from English, like 95%. This is the Chaos Breaker, and the Guidance Sword is the Sword of Evil Destruction. That's funny. Is that the Sword of Heija? I was referencing the Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise was a meme. Oh, okay. Jack needed to kill Chaos. I watched, I think that was the one I watched Teodrin play for a tiny bit. Oh, I've got that. What part do I skip to? I don't want to watch the whole hour. Or did you... Is the one you sent me... Does it... Oh, it has the... Okay, you skipped me to the right part. I see. That works. Okay, we'll
take a peek at the thing a little bit before that, and then we'll watch yours here. Let me show this. Let's make sure it all fits on screen. Yeah, I just had to follow the link in Discord. No, you're perfect. All right. So, frequent chatter and viewer, Blind Coco Studios made an SRPG studio game once already, but there was this Indie Quest 2026 thing, which I will drop in chat when we get done here. But yeah, let's see what it's like. A bunch of it was like a Nintendo Direct for indie games, essentially. But the indie community just put it together. So let's take a look at Blind Coco Studios being featured.
Food, drinks, semi pastry.
So this is the one
That
before
sure looks like a
Coco's.
sign of a party. Why would someone do something so awful on purpose?
But I ran it back for like a couple of seconds because I want to make sure we get it all.
Sunny
info.
trails.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman, and
I
I'm
watched
a lover
that guy.
of RPGs of all shapes and sizes, but in particular, and on my channel, we cover turn-based strategy and tactics RPGs above all else. That means during last year's Indie Quest, when I was invited to introduce Gales of Nayeli, which was, in my opinion, one of the best indie strategy RPGs of the year,
I know that
I was
guy.
extremely honored to do so. And now this year, for Indie Quest 2026, I was invited back to introduce the sequel, Wicked Knight, Holy Knights, which I think is going to be a very strong new
Okay,
entry
it's
in
a
the series.
sequel.
Step above in pretty much every way from the original, and since the original was already pretty dang good, I think you're absolutely going to want to check this one out. Roll it!
I've never known what Legman looks like either. That's interesting. The face reveal. Oh, the map looks great. Oh my gosh, the graphics look beautiful. This looks really good. Dual protagonists of warring factions fight for stability of their lands. Huh. Got a centaur in there. I see what you're doing. 100+ playable classes. That is a lot. Infinite weapon durability. Items can be upgraded. There's a dog with a knife. What engine is this in? I really like a lot of the character design. Wicked Knight, Holy Knights. Support on Kickstarter today. Well, let's get a link in here for that Kickstarter. That looked awesome. I'm gonna jump back to some of the... I want to look at a couple of them again. I like how the side of the screen being cut off made it just say, plus playable characters, which is good. The lack of playable characters in the original was concerning. Was it cut off a little? I didn't think it was. Oh, it is a little bit on the left. Dang it. I checked to the right, not the left. There we go. What a change of engine does to an MFer. This is in Godot. DM'd the link. Excellent. Let's just take a peek at it real quick. I'm curious. And you've met your goal already. That's awesome. Let me throw the link in chat here. So there's the Kickstarter. It's inspired by Fire Emblem, Shining Force, and Langrisser, reimagined with deeper interactions both on and off the battlefield. Lead your army, shape their bonds, and watch those connections come alive on the battlefield as you fight to prevent the Wicked Night from spreading across the lands. Oh, you definitely should wishlist on Steam as well. I'm gonna have to do that. Let's see. Grid-based tactics. Oh my gosh, I never would have guessed. Not quite, but super close. Oh yeah, okay, it's still just short. But that's insanely awesome. Let me see here. Streamlined inventory management. Ah, a man after my own heart. No durability to worry about. Consumables fully refill each chapter, so you're free to use your best tools without hesitation. Every single piece of equipment can be reforged, unlocking new effects that open more options. Skill choices. Equipped daggers become 1-2 range, or increase move by 1 on maps with chests. That's an interesting choice. I like that. Bunch of the classes that look really good. Oh, it changes the portraits too? I like that. That's awesome, the Jester. Slime Mime. That's very fun. Let's see, different relationships. Okay. You have arts and stuff, kind of like the newer Fire Emblems. Custom portraits were in Gales of Nieli, and I loved doing it. I mean, that is always a nice addition. You got the world map and stuff. 25 years before the events of Gales of Nieli. So, should I start with this one, or should I start with Gales of Nieli? I like to normally go in chronological order. So I'm tempted to start with this one now. Tusk, Randolph, Aaliyah, Earhard, Luxandra. Huh. Let's see. Kickstarter rewards. Ah, you can get a key for Gales of Nieli. Always a good inclusion. Both games are good starting points. They're both designed to be independent, self-contained stories. I see. Design the boss. Design mercenaries who can join your party. Okay. Yeah, the dog is really fun. Huh. And I'm just kind of flipping through here. So it's $19 for the standard edition, which is very fair. Deluxe edition comes with things like a digital art book, Cursed Reliquarian, a unique cursed. Okay, so that's the relic. The boss is 361. 2 people have done that. Get a playable character. $722. 1 left. Dang. Did this really all start today? Because that's crazy if it did. That's awesome, dude. Well, that's sick. So, if you liked the first one, or even if you didn't, it seems like this is a very good getting on point. The new engine looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the animations look. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I clicked start campaign like 30 minutes before the showcase. Oh man, a lot of devs dream of that. That is so awesome. We're on pace to be fully funded in 5 hours. That is great. Congrats, man. That is so cool. You just need one more backer that wants a boss in the game. Oh, well, that looks absolutely awesome. Let me throw the Steam link in here as well so people can wishlist that. And then we can continue talking about it in late block. Alright, there's the Steam link. And I'm going to get stuff set up for late block real fast. Let me think how I need to do that. Quick, Nihil, make yourself a boss in the game. I do not have that kind of money to just drop right now. I wish I did. If I did, I would get the playable character. Because that's a really cool prize to have. Okay. It's probably not going to move y'all over again. So I'm going to have to post on the Discord. I'm going to try again. But like I said, it hasn't been working. Not gonna lie, the game I've been playing has some Kickstarter backer players in it. As a regular guy playing it, it's tough. What, just like they're immersion breaking or something? If they're that bad, like, I can just kind of be like, it's not canon, whatever. Because I get that, like, it's a good way to monetize stuff. And if they're just, like, little fun things, that's fine. Okay. Alright, I've got it saved. It should... It's supposed to move you to late block, but I don't know that it will. So, if it doesn't, make sure you check out the Discord. Oh wait, I could just post it here, I think. Alright, thank you so much for joining Shining Force Resurrection of the Dark Dragon. We are going to pick that up next week for the finale on that. But for now, it's time for Falnarian Tactics 2. Alright, everybody move over to late block. Here's the link, if it doesn't move you. And I will see you next time. Okay.